Hello, Wildcat Nation, and welcome to another Monterey High School sporting event. Please stay tuned for the Monterey Drugs pregame show, as the Monterey Sports Network will bring you all the play-by-play action from the First Volunteer Bank broadcast booth immediately after a word from our sponsor.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we're a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch, because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Neighbors helping neighbors, that's what the VEC Customers Share Fund accomplishes. Participating customers round up their monthly bill to the nearest dollar. The extra money goes into a shared fund that supports Monterey High School sports and academics, as well as other community projects throughout the VEC area, making Monterey and surrounding communities an even better place to live. Make your change count today and sign up for the VEC Customers Share Program. At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We'll get to know you so we can give you the best personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, is a proud sponsor of Wildcat Sports. Located on Elmore Street, right next to the dollar store. You can call them today at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Monterey Drugs wishes the best for Monterey High School sports and academics. If you're looking for honest, dependable, and experienced shop to have your vehicle repaired, check out A1 Auto Repair just outside of Monterey on Highway 70. Bill and Kurt have the knowledge and experience to handle almost any auto repair need you may have. From wiper blades to major engine repair, they provide expert, reasonable solutions to keep your vehicles on the road. Go by there and see them today or call them at 931-839-3013. That's 931-839-3013. Go Wildcats! Absolute Fitness is the Upper Cumberland's premier fitness facility. Absolute Fitness has 2 floors and over 15,000 square feet. The upstairs boasts live fitness circuit machines and tons of cardio equipment. The downstairs has the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Locally owned by IFBB Pro Jen Facento and her husband Denny, it's a true hometown family gym. Whether you work out, tan, or enjoy a sauna, it's all one price. There's never sign-up fees or contracts. Absolute Fitness is located at 444 South Jefferson, across from Kroger. Call them today for more info at 931-526-2500.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way. But when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434.
The Thornton Agency is an independent insurance agency representing over 20 companies. They're able to tailor the right plan to fit every need at the best possible rate. Their number one goal is to provide you quality professional service. Their mission is to build long-lasting relationships, not just mere policyholders. Come by and see Josh today at 418 East Broad Street, Suite 1D in Cookeville, Tennessee. You can give Josh a call at 931-252-4659. That's 931-252-4659. You'll be glad you did.
Mason for running back, and Grant for offensive lineman. For those of you who might not be aware, Grant will be the starting center for the Gray team in the annual Blue-Gray All-American Bowl that will air on Monday the 31st. That'll be here before we know it.
Yes.
Check your local listing for time and channel. Also, the annual football banquet was held on January 13th, and the region as well as Region 2A awards were as follows. Region awards: Mason Bowman was your MVP. Grant Hoover was co-defensive lineman of the year. Carter Charlton, Eli Sailors, Byron Borjas, and Chandler Bowden got all region. Michael Allred got all region honorable mention. For team awards, you had Mason Bowman with the overall MVP, offensive MVP. Are we surprised? Running back of the year, another one, and 2,000 yard club. Matthew Montgomery was defensive MVP, linebacker of the year, and 1,000 yard club and Mr. Versatility. Grant Hoover got offensive lineman of the year. Carter Charlton, Mullet, as I will always know him as, got defensive lineman of the year. Eli Sailors got defensive back of the year. Chandler Bowden got wide receiver of the year. Darnell Hernandez got special teams player of the year. Nick Wiley got the Bullsworth Character Award, and James Henry got Most Improved. And last but surely not least, Cole Elrod, freshman, unsung hero. Monterey Sports Network would like to congratulate the 2021 MHS football team on their very successful first season in the 2A classification and in District 2, 2A.
That's awesome. And I think, and maybe I was just looking at something else, Chandler Bowden, I don't know if I just was looking at the other notes we've got, but he had wide receiver of the year. Cole Elrod, 6'3", 275 as a freshman. That's pretty good. That's that grown man football that I was talking about be playing on Saturdays right there. The size that, that's as a freshman, as a senior, heck, that's pretty good. But
yes, and you can't beat the experience that he's got in just his first season getting thrown into that position.
Yes.
Which should tell all those younger players that's why you got to show up for practice every day and try out, because you never know what's going to happen.
Yes, yes. I know you've talked to Tanner about it, your kiddos about it, and I've talked to my boys. Every time you step out here, as these girls are warming up, we've got both teams that are here warming up. Step on the floor. Every time you step on the floor, on the field, wherever it may be, you never know when that's your last time that you're going to do that. So get out there. Some people may think, oh, it's just practice. I can kind of whatever. But whatever you do in practice is going to, it'll happen in a game situation and you don't realize it.
Yes.
So.
And I agree. And we had a kid on the junior high basketball team, and he would have probably ended up being our high-scoring kid of the year. First game, less than a minute in, and his ACL blows out.
Yeah.
And it just shows you, it could be here 1 minute, you're gone the next.
Yes.
And what that does, though, that opens up a spot for someone coming up. So.
Yes. It's one of those things when, as you've had to step up this year, and you're 2-0, as we mentioned earlier on, you shifted down 18 inches, to a different seat. So then you put on a different hat. And like you're saying, a young man that got hurt, next one up, it better be ready.
Yeah.
And hopefully he'll get back better. And, he'll be ready to go.
And he will be. He'll be a star coming up for Linus.
Good.
Linus is going to really like him. So.
Good deal. But we're going to take us a little break real quick before we continue on. So we will be right back. This is Monterey Sports Network.
At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We'll get to know you so we can give you the best personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, is a proud sponsor of Wildcat Sports. Located on Elmore Street, right next to the dollar store. You can call them today at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Monterey Drugs wishes the best for Monterey High School sports and academics. Neighbors helping neighbors, that's what the VEC Customer Share Fund accomplishes. Participating customers round up their monthly bill to the nearest dollar. The extra money goes into a shared fund that supports Monterey High School sports and academics, as well as other community projects throughout the VEC area, making Monterey and surrounding communities an even better place to live. Make your change count today and sign up for the VEC Customer Share Program.
We want to welcome everybody back as we are 32 minutes away from getting this girls game up and going, or I guess I should say while warm-ups are done, because like I mentioned earlier, there may be a little bit of a ceremony as we get going, but we want to once again congratulate Kaylin Shepard on her year she's had so far, and congratulate all those football boys and the coaches, and we love watching you guys, and, good luck. And I know next year, I know it's crazy to think that we are on, January 20th already?
Yep.
And before you know it, it'll be football time. We'll be rolling right back in for football. So
the seasons never change anymore.
No.
They keep going.
Or you have all of them in a two-day period,
Yeah.
as far as, because it's pretty cold out there today, so
yeah, it is pretty cold. Feels like basketball weather.
yes
Before we know it, you'll be on the baseball field too.
yes Yeah, I guess speaking of baseball real quick, the head man here, right? Junior high?
No, I'm just helping assistant junior high baseball.
Okay.
So. Actually, Mac Williams, which is Neil Markham's boy, has got the head coach.
Okay. All right.
For that. We just had tryouts this past weekend, had 18 kids, so we're going to have a JV and a junior high 7th to 8th grade
Nice.
class. So this should be a really good year for this baseball. There's a lot of 8th graders, so junior high is going to look pretty good.
Good deal. So let's move on to news from around District 5 2A. Boys Division, the 9th-ranked York Institute Dragons lead the district with an overall record of 12-6 overall and 1-0 in this new District 5 2A. Their district win came as they traveled to Jackson County on Friday the 14th and pulled out a 7-point win. This was an impressive win, to say the least, and marks the Dragons as the team to beat in our district this season. They host Sequatchie County tonight in their second district game of the season. And real quick, I know this kind of has nothing to do, but we were coming back from Sequatchie County the other night, and I was thinking about driving from down there to go to York like they're about to do tonight. Like, that's a haul to get from Sequatchie up to York. So, but we are...
Yeah, because, York from here is, 30?
At least.
45?
Yeah. So, but back to this. Sorry, that was one of those took a little detour. Now we're circling back around here. In second place overall with a record of 12-4 and 1-1 in District 5 2A, and ranked number 3, according to Coach T, are the Jackson County Blue Devils. As mentioned earlier, their only loss in the district was to York. They host Sequatchie County tomorrow night for their third district contest of the season. So, if I'm reading that correctly, Sequatchie goes to York tonight and then goes to Jackson tomorrow.
Yes.
Goodness.
That's a haul.
Yes. Sequatchie County currently ranked third in the district with an overall record of 8-9 and 1-0 in District 5 2A, with their district win coming on February 14th as they beat our Wildcats in their home gym. They will be traveling to Jackson County tomorrow night. Our Wildcats are currently in fourth place with an overall record of 7-13, 0-1 in District 5 2A, losing to Sequatchie County on the 14th. They are taking on the fifth place Bledsoe County Warriors tonight, and we will discuss this game later in the pregame show. Girls Division, you want to jump on that there?
I will. I want to throw something in about York. I work with the guy that helps coach football for York. He said actually York just got one of their fabulous, is it freshmen or sophomores that's not been playing. They got him back. So
okay.
York they're going to get even tougher, I'm afraid. About time for us to play them.
Right.
So, yeah, for the girls division, as with their male counterparts, the 8th-ranked Lady Dragons lead the ladies of District 5 2A with a record of 10-4 and 1-0 in District 5 2A. beating Jackson County Lady Blue Devils on the 14th. They host the Lady Indians of Sequatchie County tonight at Jamestown. Coming in with an overall record of 7-6 and 1-0 in the district are the second place Lady Indians of Sequatchie County, as they won over our Lady Wildcats on the 14th. Tonight they travel to York for the second district game of the season. Holding down third slot is our very own Lady Wildcats with a record of 4-14 and 0-1 in the district. Their second district game is tonight as they host the Lady Warriors of Bledsoe County. And we will talk about this game later in the broadcast. It seems like there should be a lot more games than
Yes.
too.
Yes.
The Jackson County Lady Blue Devils are fourth in the district with a record of 3-12 and 0-1 in district play as they host to the Lady Dragons on the 14th. They are hosting the Lady Indians tomorrow night for their second district contest. Rounding out the standings for the ladies of District 5-2A are the Lady Warriors of Bledsoe County that we're going to see tonight with an overall record of 1-7 as they take on our very own Lady Wildcats for their first district game as we speak later in the show.
You know, back to add a little bit to what you were saying, it seems like, let's see, we were supposed to have played, start the new year, we were supposed to have played this Bledsoe County team on January 4th. Well, that got pushed back due to the weather. Twice, I think, last week.
Yep.
To finally, we're playing them tonight, and then Rick's got our roster ready for us here shortly. And then last week we end up. Well, we were supposed to play York when Tuesday night. We were supposed to have traveled to York Tuesday. Yeah. Well, that one. It's been pushed back, I think, the 31st of January, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's when we will travel to York. So it's kind of like last season where it was, due to COVID and got to put the pieces where they fit and see what teams will match up or not match up, but when we can go to that game, when we've got an open spot, so... It's just for this to be our second district game.
3 weeks into January.
It's kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy. Well, there's no kind of to it. It is crazy. So, we're going to take us a little break real quick. We're at 25 minutes left before we get this one going. So, guys, we're going to take us a break real quick, and we will be right back.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434. Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434.
Absolute Fitness is the Upper Cumberland's premier fitness facility. Absolute Fitness has 2 floors and over 15,000 square feet. The upstairs boasts live fitness circuit machines and tons of cardio equipment. The downstairs has the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Locally owned by IFBB Pro Jen Facento and her husband Vinny, it's a true hometown family gym. Whether you work out, tan, or enjoy a sauna, it's all one price. There's never sign-up fees or contracts. Absolute Fitness is located at 444 South Jefferson, across from Kroger. Call them today for more info at 931-526-2500.
Welcome back live. We have Mr. Vinny Facento. He has joined us. He is getting ready to take a seat by us up here and get ready. We'll give him a little bit of time to settle down. Coming into tonight's game, as we are, like Wayne and I were just talking, this is district game number 2, week 3 of January, which is still crazy to think about, of this new year. Coming into tonight's game, the Warrior men are 3-5, as they have had a few games canceled for various reasons. So far this season, the Warriors have played the Van Buren Eagles, as did the Wildcats. Both the Wildcats and the Warriors were defeated by the Eagles. In the 8 games they have played, they have averaged 53 points per game on offense and are giving up 55 points on defense. The Wildcats, our men, on the other hand, have played 20 games so far this year, almost 3 times as many as the Warriors, and are 7-13, losing 3 games in a row coming into tonight's game. The Cats are averaging 54 points per game on offense and allowing 54 points per game on defense. Neither team is ranked in the top 20 according to Coach T so far this season. 7 of the Cats' 13 losses have come from top 25 ranked teams, and 8 of their losses were very winnable as the Cats lost by an average of less than 3 points. So, big question, what could the Cats do to turn things around? What do you guys think?
What do you think, Coach?
Mine always is hit free throws. That'll be always my go-to.
Right.
That's something
we've seen that in a lot of those. What were 3 of those losses were overtime losses. I think 2 or 3 for sure.
And then we missed this past Saturday's game due to the issues with my car. And so Nick's texting us and said, how'd the game turn out? And he said, lost by the last second in overtime maybe this past Saturday by 3. So,
well, just unlucky break. So the ball, bounces. But, usually as we break the game down during the course of 4 quarters, there's, 4 or 5 plays that if we would have made maybe the free throws or whatever that keep us out of that last second situation, and we just have to execute in those areas.
Yes. Yeah. So, Wayne, I'm going to speak for Vinny here because I think we all agree, free throws.
Absolutely.
You may not think, and Vinny, to add a little bit more what you're saying, you may not think, oh, it's just one layup that I missed, or it's just the first of 2 free throws or whatever it may be. But at the end of the game, when it's all said and done, I know down at Sequatchie,
that's right,
we got beat. You make a handful of those free throws, 2 or 3. I can't remember what the score is right off, but not only Sequatchie, but there's several.
Well, it's deeper in the stat sheets. It doesn't get talked about a lot.
Right.
But it's an invisible stat unless you're really counting it, which is the front end of those 1-and-1s.
Yes.
Those are the ones oftentimes that, so when you have your missed free throw stats, they don't take into account the attempt that you missed out on by missing the front end of that 1-and-1.
Yes.
And, I know it's been a lot of years since I was playing, but I remember my coach, his biggest emphasis was always making the first free throw. I mean, that's the one because, you magnify your attempts that way,
Yes.
So if you're going to shoot 50% from the line and you shoot 50% and you hit the front end every single time, you're probably going to pick up 4 or 5 more points than you would if you, hit the second free throw every time. So.
Right, absolutely. Rick, real quick, is this the 8th grade? What we have here? I know we were talking about there's a little bit of a presentation we've got. So not 100% sure, but we'll try to jump on this. We'll show this as both coaches for the girls team are out there, and they've got the let's see, David.
Well,
Mr.
I see Phillips over there on the sideline, so it might be an 8th grade presentation award there.
Since they didn't get to do their 8th grade celebration with our 8th grade, maybe this is their own special. That way they didn't miss out on it, maybe.
There we go. So we're gonna go silent. We'll turn up the crowd mic here, and then we've got a little video. So we'll be right back.
Tonight we have 2 young ladies who we would like to recognize. They're the 8th graders that have played with us all season. They contributed a lot to the team, and they have 8th grade night middle school. They've been playing with us, and we want to have this chance to recognize these 2 5 young ladies. So at this time, we'd like to recognize them. Our first young lady is Miss Lydia Phillips, number 15. Lydia's daughter. Lydia's not playing basketball. She wants to attend church and spend time with her family and friends. Lydia plans on attending college, pursue a career in business, and wants to play college basketball. Lydia's favorite memory this season is when the Lady Wildcats played Monterey High School, and the Lady Cats put up a good battle on the Lady Wildcats. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lydia Phillips. All right, our next 8th grader is Cardi Wright, number 24. Cardi is the daughter of Children's team. Cardi has been playing basketball since kindergarten. Outside of playing basketball, Cardi enjoys drawing and participating in church activities. Cardi plans on attending college with degrees in education. Cardi's favorite memory for this season is staying up all night and hanging out with her teammates in the coffee. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cardi Wright.
So we will come back a little bit here as our girls are taking our 8th grade girls, Miss Carly Wright, Lydia Phillips. Like Coach Wayne the Beard Brown said, they didn't have a chance to have their 8th grade night when it was time for them to be up here, so they were. Go ahead.
Nice gesture they had.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Recognizing those girls.
Absolutely, as they have been playing, I guess, all year with the high school team, right?
They have, yeah. I think they practiced with them during the summer. And
then Wayne, who is the one that stepped up and she is dressing tonight? I've lost her name already.
Haley Trevathan.
Okay.
Yep.
So she is another 8th grader that will be dressed tonight. I don't know if this means she'll dress for the remainder of the year.
Well,
but
I know Abby wasn't practicing this week with an ankle, and so from what I understood from Jordan, she might not be playing, but she does look like she's kind of suited up. So it'd be interesting to see if we have Sasser tonight.
Yes. As you know, it's one of those that time of year where we've got sickness, people that are injured. So as our girls are taking the floor here right before we get ready to tip this one off, let's talk about our ladies. They're struggling so far this season. Coming into tonight's game, only winning 1 game against 7 losses. They're averaging 35 points per game on offense while giving up 53 points per game on defense. As with the men, their real season starts tonight, as this game is the first game of the district schedule for the Lady Warriors.
We've had a crazy weather. I'm sure you guys talked about that before I got here. And I missed several games, but I was excited because they kept getting delayed for snow. I know a lot of other people weren't, but it worked out well for my schedule. But also for Jordan, you remember she broke her hand, and she got cleared to play last Friday, and we thought she was going to only have 3 or 4 games left by the time she came back because of all the cancellations and everything. It's helped her out on the end of her senior season. So she got a full week of practice in this week and got to play a little bit in the last couple games, so I'm excited to see her back. Hopefully her hands won't be on her hips and she'll be sucking air because she is there. But, the girls have been in a lot of games. I think collectively, you don't want to take away, moral victories and things like that. But I think every team they played has recognized the improvement. And what seems to happen is they're leading the games at the half. You'll see them collectively play good ball and then take a quarter off. you know, in their this thing. And then a couple of times earlier in the year, you guys will remember we had nice leads. We went in at a couple of games, 14, 15-point leads, and let it slip away and lost in overtime. And you know, so again, I think like what Coach was saying with the free throws for the boys, it was similar to the girls, and you know, there's just a little bit of inconsistency there. And if they'll just take their ball and put it together, for each one, we'll be good.
Yes, you know, I don't know. I know we'll make up the York game from last week. And then we've got, we'll play that one again on the 31st, which I mentioned earlier. But yeah, if we can just put it all together, you know, it'll be great. You know, I will tell you this, back to Jordan, I come down the baseline when we got down to Sequatchie County the other night, and she had a smile and gave me a fist bump. I said, "Are you playing?" She said, "Yes." So, you know, that was definitely good to see. As far as the game, I know she got in there and she played some good minutes, but it is great when you've got a kid that's come back from an injury, especially being their senior year.
That's right.
And like you said, I don't know how many games she missed, but it wasn't.
I think she only she missed the Christmas tournament, which, you know, is just sort of an extra. And I think after that, one or two games, because, you know, they just got into this snow season, and we just barely slipped this one in tonight.
Right. Yeah, we were definitely wondering about it earlier today.
And I think I heard they called school for tomorrow already.
Yes,
so.
School is already called for tomorrow, so looking out here, the referee right in front of us, we've had him a time or two.
I'm also glad that they didn't pull out a game on Saturday, since the Titans are in their playoff game, and I'm a season ticket holder and planning on heading east. I was going to have to bail on you guys again. But since we've only hosted a couple of playoff games in the last 20 years, you know, I'd have to make it. So,
you going to make a call on that game? I'm just curious as to your guys.
You know, I'm pretty good at these Titans predictions, and I think we'll do well against the Bengals. I was listening to sports radio today, looking at Joe Burrow's stats. He's got a 75% passer rating when he's pressured. And if I think we can get after him, put him in his comfort zone, get some interceptions, and King Henry's coming back from injury, and I think the Titans are going to have a good night.
Yes, yeah,
and, and on the other side, I think I'd rather see the Chiefs than the Bills, to be honest with you. The Bills scare me a little bit more than the Chiefs do this year.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. But like you said, when we found out that the Titans game was Saturday, and then we didn't have any makeups for Saturday, we were just like,
yes.
all right. So, you know, it's definitely
it's the stars are aligning.
Yes,
the stars are aligning.
So I don't blame you one bit for going to that game on Saturday. Had we played, and you'd have.
I would have had to go.
we would have filled you in as much as possible.
For those people that know me, I've been training jiu-jitsu for years and years, and there's opportunities to go to seminars. And Hodger Gracie, who is one of the Gracie family from London, very rarely comes to the U.S., was scheduled to do a seminar in Chattanooga on Saturday. And I had already paid, and I was tremendously conflicted. And then it got canceled and moved to March. So I was like, man, everything's lining up here. This is great.
So you may need to just stop on the way home and get you a lottery ticket.
That's right. Or go on, DraftKings. And,
right, yes.
I was driving down the road today, and, they've been having all these advertisements since sports betting's legal in Tennessee. And they said, if you have a gambling problem, call the 800 number. And I thought about picking it up and saying, I'm having a hard time picking winners. Who do I pick? But I don't think that's what they meant by having a problem.
But yeah, we are definitely, hopefully we can pull out 2 wins here tonight, Saturday. Hopefully those Titans can pull out a win. And then
what's the record of the Bledsoe girls? I think it's a win. It should be a win. 1-7. I mean, it should be a winnable game for us here tonight.
Yeah.
Just kind of looking at the warm-ups, which doesn't show a lot. It looks like we match up well, and I think our post-game, and, that's something we've talked about a lot of years, too. The girls' offense flows when they get the ball down into the low post. And, when they start working it on the outside and they don't get good, clean feeds into to Sasser and to Klaus, they struggle and they bog down a little bit on offense sometimes. It opens up those 3-point shots for Lindsay, and it'd be nice to come out and, it's a fresh season. It's, we're 0-0 in the district. So, this is where it all comes together for both teams. So
yes, and when Wayne was talking, Wayne, I may have just jumped in front of you. He's had to take a step away for a sec, but looking at our record as right now, looking at a 4-14, and you may think those that have been listening to us or watching us, they may be like, my goodness, here they are, but to me, and like I said, this is just my 3rd year in Monterey sports. This has been a lot better, in my opinion, this year than it's been since we started.
Jordan's a senior this year.
Yes.
She played all the way through middle school ball, so, she played in 5th grade and on. So I've been, this is my, 8th year watching these teams. And, of course, the boys have had some incredible teams and a lot of success. And, the girls have kind of struggled. But the one thing that's different is maybe the margin of victory might be not as great on the other side, but there's been very few games where we haven't had a lead.
Right.
We're in the game, and then, it might slip away and we end up losing by 18 or something.
Right.
But,
right.
We'll sit there with 4:42 to be playing and we're like, hey, it's a 2-possession game, or we got a 4-point lead or whatever. So, they're inching their way into some consistency.
Yes.
And they've got a lot of players coming back next year. I think that some of these young players, there's some talent. I think they've already pulled, some of the talent off of the 8th grade teams that's coming up. So I don't know that they're adding, anything. But, in today's day and age, we've been, as I was talking about earlier, listening to the sports radio and this, PIL and these transfer portals have been changing the colleges. But you know what? Up here, it's the same thing. There's a lot of kids from Cookeville that want to come play ball up here at Monterey. And I know Linus has been coaching AAU down there, and I think they've got their eyes on some players that possibly come up. I'm sure the girls are going to get some, and there's Monterey's got a beautiful facility. We've got one of the nicest gyms in the county. For by no means, it's a good place to play, and I think the future's bright. Football team's winning. The basketball teams are down a little bit this year, but especially on the boys' side compared to where they were. But it takes some time to reload.
Yes, and, absolutely.
I think your boy's going to be a great ball player, and I think you're going to have a good few years up here. And it's going to. I think the future's bright.
Oh yeah. Speaking of the future, Wayne, when Tanner is in 6th grade this year.
Yeah.
So I know, like I said, shame on me. I know, don't smack me, Wayne, that I only was able to catch the one game that we broadcast here that night, and was really impressed with what our future looks like that's going to be coming up.
Yeah, Wayne, you've got a great perspective on it, coaching these younger kids. And I'll tell you that for them to have a coach like Wayne that's instilling the fundamentals so they don't have to learn that when they get here. That's something that Monterey's been lacking, I know. And, there wasn't a lot of coaching continuity from 5th grade to 8th grade for Jordan. And, they changed coaches a lot. And, and getting that continuity where Wayne's feeding Linus and they're working together, that's a big difference, isn't it, Wayne?
It's a huge difference. And you're going to see the big difference in the next couple years coming.
You guys are you run a similar offense and defense to what Linus is running, don't you?
Somewhat similar, but however, if I get to be the head coach next year, it's going to be something probably completely different.
Yeah.
Because mainly we will have no height, and we'll all be 7th graders and younger.
Yeah, you're going to be pressing and running, huh?
The entire game.
Yeah.
Yes. And I know no one's seen it, but it's how I'll run the team when we played Wilson, and we scored 51, and I told them, I said, the main goal, I said, I want to score 50 tonight, and they scored 51.
Awesome.
And that's
one thing as a coach that you can control is whether your team gets tired or not. You know, I mean, that is a controllable thing, and conditioning is big, and that's something that I will say our girls coaching staff made a big improvement on in their practices. They ran them a lot. Now, you lose a little bit of when you get into season because there's so many games and less practices.
You're right.
But I'll tell you, if your kids don't have their hands on their hips and they can go 4 full quarters, that gives you a big edge.
And maybe substitutions also.
Well,
like every minute.
The continuity and
moving.
Well, I just realized we're going to take us a break. They just added, we're at 9 minutes before this one tips off, so we're going to take us a little break, and then we will be back here shortly, talk a little bit more. We'll be right back.
At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We'll get to know you so we can give you the best personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, is a proud sponsor of Wildcat Sports. Located on Elmore Street, right next to the dollar store. You can call them today at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Monterey Drugs wishes the best for Monterey High School sports and academics.
First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we're a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Thornton Agency is an independent insurance agency representing over 20 companies. They're able to tailor the right plan to fit every need at the best possible rate. Their number one goal is to provide you quality professional service. Their mission is to build long-lasting relationships, not just mere policyholders. Come by and see Josh today at 418 East Broad Street, Suite 1D in Cookeville, Tennessee. You can give Josh a call at 931-252-4659. That's 931-252-4659. You'll be glad you did. Neighbors helping neighbors, that's what the VEC Customers Share Fund accomplishes. Participating customers round up their monthly bill to the nearest dollar. The extra money goes into a shared fund that supports Monterey High School sports and academics, as well as other community projects throughout the VEC area, making Monterey and surrounding communities an even better place to live. Make your change count today and sign up for the VEC Customers Share Program.
Welcome back live, Monterey Sports Network here, Larry Jones. Wayne the Beer Brown, as we are now at 8 minutes and 46 seconds left before we tip this one off. I guess I didn't realize that we're 9 minutes before 6 o'clock here, before this girls' game will tip off here. But, looking at this matchup, like Vinny was saying, I mean, this should be a winnable game. It's definitely different than, say, playing, on paper, this is definitely different than playing, say, Clark Range.
Yes. I'll tell you from what the videos I've watched, I've not been able to see live very much of the girls or boys this year, but I've watched a lot on the network. The one thing, I feel like the girls should press a little more. They seem, when they press, they get going. They seem to do really good.
Yes.
And they seem to feed off that. So if I had one thing to say about the girls, I'm not sure I wouldn't like to see them press harder, and get some more turnovers and speed it up just a little bit.
Yeah, like I say, we missed Saturday, but as far as the game Tuesday night at Sequatchie, that hurt us. The press did hurt us, and then we backed out of it, and we did a little bit better. So, back to what Vinny was saying about just all the running and what they've done as far as this year compared to the years before. Especially being January also, we should be in good shape as far as being able to get out and run. You always worry about Christmas break and that layoff for a couple of weeks, but I know the boys were in the gym several days during that Christmas break after the Christmas tournament. So, I'm assuming that the girls were as well.
Yeah.
So
And Vinny, we were talking about, speeding up the game, more press and more open and shooting. That's where college and the NBA and all basketball is heading. Is to the 5 out, and the spread the floor.
Yes.
That's where it's all headed. You don't see many teams now dribble down the floor, set up their offense. You do still in high school some, but you just don't see that very often. It's
right.
dying out.
Yeah, it's going to be, what do we lose off this girls' team? 3 maybe? I was looking on the wall. I was using my cheat sheet up there on the wall. We've got Jordan
3.
Walker, Beyonce, and Adeline. And then, as far as I'm not sure what will come up from the middle school other than what we've already got.
Yeah, what you see out here, there's probably a couple more that will come up.
So it'll be good. See how it goes as far as how we finish up this year, and then you don't want to look ahead, but
no,
that's what we'll.
But regardless of what the standings say and the record, I feel like the girls have played a lot better than they have.
Oh yeah,
years past.
Oh yeah, yeah. We've played better. Sorry, I cut you off there.
No. It's hard to put in the words, but the eye test, they look better. They spread the ball.
Yes.
They're involving more girls into it.
Yes, and then I know one of our things that we had talked about last year was there are more than just a couple that are touching the ball as it comes into from the back court to the front court. There's more that are involved. So instead of it being a 2-person or a 2-woman game, it's now most nights it's a team. It's a 4 or 5. It's getting touched by 4 or 5 girls and guys. Coming down the floor. So where we get in trouble, it's that when it turns into trying to break a press with one person and trying to out dribble it, when if you just kick the ball down the floor, passing it, that's gonna help tremendously. So
yes, and I've seen that a lot in the junior high girls too. Against the press, you only had 1 or 2 girls, and the others they tend to just run down the court and set up, and then realize, it's 6 seconds deep, and
yes,
they're having to run back to help.
Oh yeah.
Another area, Larry, we've talked about before, refresh everybody's memory, is we've got rookie head coaches, coach and assistant coach, and they struggled early in the year finding some substitution continuity, and they broke some rhythms, and got some technical fouls in bad spots, and different things like that. But they seem to have kind of settled into their to their pattern, and recognize their players and who they've got. I think we're going to see better coaching from them, going down in this district schedule as well. So
yes, yeah. Like I say, missed Saturday, so I'm gonna go back to Tuesday night at Sequatchie. It seemed like those that were in, they were stepping in. They knew, if Wayne was coming in for me or I was going in for Wayne, they kind of knew what to do, where to go. So it's definitely a lot different than.
Well, you always have foul trouble and different things, but for the most part, your lineup should be set. Your substitution schedule should be somewhat set. Who's going in for who at what time to get a breather, and of course the dynamics of the game will sometimes change that. But I think they were trying a lot of different combinations. Getting my mic fixed here. I think I was a little bit light. There we go. I struggle with this thing because you can't see it, But they tried a lot of different lineups. Remember every game we came in, there was a, different starting 5, different first sub, second sub, third sub, and But I think they know now from the last few games who plays well together, who complements who, and what lineup to put on the court.
Yes. Like we said, here it is. It's mellow as referees are coming. They'll be getting ready to start this. Our girls are praying. They're getting ready to start. We'll have the starting lineup, have the color guard. I think I saw a few of them. If not, we will definitely have our national anthem. but it is definitely coming into they're playing better, coming into more of a rhythm, like you were mentioning, Vinny. I lost what I was trying to say there. So, you know, it'd be curious to see how these next couple of weeks go. You know, this is what our first game for the girls in the district, right?
Yes.
So, because we've had so many that have either sickness or snow or whatever it might be. So, we are going to go silent as we will have the national anthem in honor of this great nation we live in. We've got 38 that have checked in, 11 that are listening. So we appreciate all of you guys and girls that are listening to us. We thank all of our sponsors as we are in our first volunteer bank booth doing our Monterey Drugs pregame show. So here shortly, we'll go silent. And Color Guard is getting ready to make their way to the floor. And then have our national anthem, and then come back for live action. So we'll go silent, turn the crowd mic up, and we will be coming right back live here shortly.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monterey High School, the Troy Foust Memorial Gymnasium. From tonight, your Lady Wildcats and Wildcats host the Warriors and Lady Warriors of Bledsoe County High School. At this time, if you would please raise your hand for the presentation of colors and the playing of the national anthem. Tonight, the colors will be presented by the Monterey Junior ROTC on-rifle Cadet First Sergeant Cassie Harris, with the American flag Cadet Second Lieutenant Miguel Francisco, with the state flag Cadet Second Lieutenant Ethan Mayo, and on-rifle Cadet Commander Amber Riddle. We ask that you will please remain standing until the colors have touched the floor.
Forward, march.
We want to welcome everybody back as we are coming back, getting ready for live action here as our colors have just left the floor and we are getting ready to have our starting lineups announced.
Compliment First Sergeant Romero, who's one of the girls softball coaches who runs the ROTC here. It's a really nice squared away group that we have. We don't see that at a lot of other schools. It's a nice program that he runs here.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. We do appreciate them and all our men and women from this great country that defend us and take care of us. And
Number 3,
as we are getting ready, but we just appreciate all those men and women there. So for our starting lineup for Bledsoe County.
Larry, look at this shirt that Wayne's got on here, this Monterey Sports Network shirt.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet there. It's pretty sweet.
Pretty nice.
That's where our pay raise went to right there. So I'll come back to Bledsoe County. So as we are coming out on the floor for your Lady Wildcats, you've got a 8th grader, Lydia Phillips. Number 20, Lindsay Wright, a junior. Zoe Gore, number 4, who is a junior. Number 2, Allie Benjamin, who is a junior. And down low, number 12, our senior, one of our seniors, Adeline Klaus is going to, so that's your starting lineup.
So I guess Sasser's ankle is bothering her, which would be where the start for Allie's coming from.
Yes, and, back to what you were saying about these lineups, this is a whole different lineup here as well. So we shall see how they go.
Fighting an injury, she's got that ankle out.
Yes. Let's see. On the floor for Bledsoe County, you've got number 4 that's right here in front of us. I believe that is Melicon. Number 5 across the way is Cooley. Jumping center right there is number 52. That's going to be Mahan. As we get the tip right there, number 25 is going to be White. And there's a 3-point shot there. A Monterey Foods 3-pointer right off the bat.
I was just going to say, when you're playing a team that's 1-7, you want to get out ahead of them, put the foot on the pedal, and, not let them hang around and make them feel like it's winnable.
Yes, absolutely. And then that's going to help not only your confidence or our confidence, however you want to say it, but that gets some of these other girls, and then that'll give some of our other ones that are out there a breather, because we turn around and play tomorrow night. So as that's a missed shot, and that's going to be
and scoring the basketball sets our defense up, and it's
yes.
Bledsoe's doing a good job moving the ball. They're being patient here. But we've got the middle clogged up pretty good. They're not being able to get that entry pass, so they're playing good defense right now.
Yes. They're just moving it around here. There's a tip by Gore with Benjamin gets the steal, kicking it down the floor, and there's Gore going in with the scoop, right-handed shot. It's going to be 2 points there for Zoe Gore.
That was good defense by the Cats. One thing I notice here with Sasser out is they've got Wright playing defense down low in the post, and they've got Benjamin, who's got long arms and lengthy. She's up on the floor. There's another slap away by Gore, and we're going to have our first foul of the night here.
That's going to be on Phillips, her first there. So as we inbound it, so a minute and a half in, just the first foul, so hopefully we'll be good as far as foul trouble, and we won't have any.
Good dangerous pass there, and Gore almost got her fingers on it. And there they've got the ball into the high post. If they've kicked it back out, they're defending the perimeter well.
Yeah, and, as Bledsoe County, they're playing a lot of just 4 out, 1 in, and they're a big girl right there who's got it. That's number 52, which is Mahan.
Good swing pass, air ball, another rebound for us.
But they're just keeping it outside, so I don't know if that's just with our pressure or if that is what they normally do. So as we appreciate everybody that's checked in and or that are listening. Gary's right for 3. She comes up short on that one.
Lydia's got to watch those little slap fouls there.
Yes.
There's a nice steal by Lydia. She should have a layup opportunity, and it's there, and she's got it up and in. Her defense, good defense. Well done.
There we go.
Well done.
It looks like they're going to have a timeout, so we're going to take that one with them. Bledsoe County has taken that one, so we will be right back.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way. But when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Welcome back live. We are in our first quarter here, our A1 Auto first quarter. We appreciate all our sponsors, as without them we couldn't do this. So Bledsoe County called that first time out there.
It was a good timeout by their coach. It was at the 7A. They come off 2 turnovers in a row, almost a third one there. He's trying to settle them down, and he got a score out of it.
And there's a score by number 4, I believe.
It wasn't pretty. They almost got it stolen a couple of times, but give them credit for getting that basket there and stopping that 7-0 run that the Wildcats were on.
Yes. And Allie's she's got to be careful in that. It's going to be a foul, the hoop, and a harm. Fouls on number 4, which is Melicon. I think that is how we pronounce her last name. So,
Larry, can our fans at home, can they see the clock and the score tonight?
Yes,
they can.
We are
okay,
good.
Great.
We are good.
Make sure that we're not leaving them in the dark there.
Zoe, we missed that one.
That's what we were talking about, missing the front end of those free throws.
Yes, but I don't know. Wayne, what do you think about this start so far?
I like it.
Got a little feedback coming. But yeah, I know you got a lot over there, so I kind of caught you off guard there. But there's a steal by Phillips down low.
Nice.
No way.
Oh, that was a beautiful screen, and then you could see it at home. It was a bad call. She wasn't moving at all.
He's calling it a charge.
Yeah,
on the defense.
So
that's not a good sign to see a call like that this early on. It kind of shows the ignorance of that particular referee.
Oh, my goodness. But we have a steal right there. Gore, was that her first? Yes, Gore's first foul. Yes. Has a turnover, unfortunately. And comes up. There's going to be a jump ball. But we've got, remember, Rick's got the replay up and going as well tonight. So if you have any questions, comments, feel free to jump in that chat box, and we will try our best to get to them as Bledsoe County inbounds that off of a jump ball.
I will say that's the third wide open jumper that number 5's got from the corner there.
Yes.
I don't know what kind of shooter she is. She hasn't been close yet, but we need to get out and guard her and not give her that easy bucket.
Absolutely.
It's a good entry pass.
Klaus misses that. Klaus misses that one, and then we end up almost had a chance to get down there and get on the floor. Phillips was fighting for it, but Bledsoe comes up with it, and they are coming back down the floor.
A little trap.
Great trap over there.
And it paid off.
Yes. And there's Gore kicks it up to Phillips, and Phillips kicks it over to Gore.
Oh, and just
misses that one, but you know what? That's a great fast
great play
break.
There.
Great transition there. You hate to miss those. That's just like with those free throws. You hate to miss.
Yeah, that's 2 layups we missed. That's what we're talking about, trying to keep the foot on the pedal and not let them hang around.
Yes. They're definitely
dominating the play here.
There's Gore going in.
Another layup missed.
Misses that one.
There's a touch foul by Lydia. And that's something we just got to really watch out for. She's an aggressive defensive player, but picking up those little touch fouls after the rebound's been made. Come back, set up, and steal the pass.
Yes.
I like the rebound and the outlet pass and running the court.
I agree with you, Wayne. I agree with you. And it was a great look.
I don't know why that wasn't an offensive foul there. But it wasn't. But another one and done, and Walker is up off the bench set to check in because Phillips has 2 fouls. So Wright brings it down and is going to slice right through the middle, and we're going to be shooting.
That was a nice move.
She's going to be shooting 2. Foul is on number 25. That is on White.
I call Lindsay our silent assassin.
Yes.
She comes out 16, 17, 18 points a night, and a lot of it comes from the free throw line.
Yes. First one up, and rattles home. And Walker is set to come in, and actually coming in for Gore.
Number 32.
It looks like Johnson's going to come in and probably going to get Phillips.
You would think, because that's who I thought Jordan would come in for. So Johnson's coming in, but she's coming in for Benjamin.
I guess they're just going to let Lydia just ride with the 2 fouls.
You're not just a number, you're our name.
And they're, with Jordan back, they've got, Beyonce, they're deep at the guard position, so it's, I guess they can afford to let them ride.
Yes. Yeah, so on the floor for your Wildcats there, Johnson and Walker just checked in for Gore and Benjamin. So that still leaves Phillips, Wright, and Klaus out with them as they inbound. Bledsoe County does. And there's going to be a foul. That's going to be number 3. That's unfortunate right there. We've got a... Okay, all right, here we go. So we've got...
So we're going to see Hopkins here for the first time tonight.
Hopkins coming in.
That was unfortunate because it looked like that girl just handed it right to her, and she just that did not look.
I don't like when Lydia gets those touch fouls, but I'm going to give her credit on that one. I don't think that was a foul. That should have been a jump ball.
Correct.
And there's I think Jordan made her change that, so it's out of bounds, but we retain possession on that. It's been a lot of. Most of Bledsoe County's, most of their possessions have been a one and done.
They have.
So that's right over to Johnson. Dangerous pass there, but that goes to Wright for a runner.
Klaus there for the rebound.
Gets offensive board.
Got the foul.
So we are on a score is 11-2 right now. As Klaus is on the line, get ready to shoot. Let's say 2.
Yeah, it's a 2-shot foul. She was she missed the layup for the old three-point play.
Now I know the referee that just made that call, so if you got anything to say to him, I can pass it on.
Misses both of them. So, we jumped out, and not that, we're not in bad shape, obviously, at 11-2, but you don't want them, like you were mentioning, Vinny, to start knocking down shots. And there's a block by Klaus. Great block.
We had, we've had 5 missed layups, uncontested.
Yes.
And, that's a 21-2 lead, but they're playing good defense. And if they can keep that defense up, I think they should be in good shape tonight.
There's a kick that over to Hopkins.
3-point shot. Klaus, that was a good job not going over the back. She didn't have the position on that.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. Thankfully, she realized that before she tried to jump and knock that down there. There's a shot for number 5, and that's another
good rebound.
Another shot by number 5. That's who you guys had mentioned earlier, right?
Yeah, she's had several open looks.
There's Johnson with the ball now. Kicks back to Hopkins. Hopkins to Klaus. Back out to Wright. That's great ball movement right there. That's okay with the shot, even though you'd like for it to go down, but it's great ball movement.
Yeah, when they get that ball into the post, it opens it up.
Yes. Yes, as Bledsoe County, as we are under 30 seconds now. Bledsoe County swinging it around. And that's just a unfortunate.
Going to get Hopkins for the foul there.
That Hopkins, she just happened to be going right there. And he's going to say that's a 2-shot foul.
Well, I think she was going in for a layup. I think I can see that as a shooting foul.
Oh. Well, as long as, where are we at? 5-3 on those team fouls. She hits the first one there. Is that our number 5 that we were talking about?
5, yeah.
Cooley.
They seem to really be working hard to get the ball in her hands. So.
Yes. And we got number 11 checking in. Swafford is checking in for the Lady Warriors as we are at 15 seconds now under that to end this first quarter.
You don't want to discredit that's going to be a 3.
That's a great Monterey Foods three-pointer right there.
Nice.
That's going to make your score 14-4 to end this first quarter, and we're going to take a break, and we will be right back.
Absolute Fitness is the Upper Cumberland's premier fitness facility. Absolute Fitness has 2 floors and over 15,000 square feet. The upstairs boasts live fitness circuit machines and tons of cardio equipment. The downstairs has the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Locally owned by IFBB Pro Jen Facento and her husband Denny, it's a true hometown family gym. Whether you work out, tan, or enjoy a sauna, it's all one price. There's never sign-up fees or contracts. Absolute Fitness is located at 444 South Jefferson, across from Kroger. Call them today for more info at 931-526-2500. Neighbors helping neighbors, that's what the VEC Customers Share Fund accomplishes. Participating customers round up their monthly bill to the nearest dollar. The extra money goes into a shared fund that supports Monterey High School sports and academics, as well as other community projects throughout the VEC area, making Monterey and surrounding communities an even better place to live. Make your change count today and sign up for the VEC Customers Share Program.
Welcome back, everybody, as we are in our second quarter. First Volunteer Bank second quarter here, as on the floor starting this second quarter, you've got Johnson, right? Hopkins, Klaus, and Sasser has checked in during that timeout.
Yeah, so I thought Sasser might have been sitting because of her ankle not getting the start, but it's good to see her in and make an appearance. So glad to see she's not injured.
Yes, and she is moving pretty good if that is her ankle.
Education.
Yeah, so, but that was try to get a little high-low action there to inside the Klaus, but it ends up going out. So as swinging it around, whoa, goodness. Johnson comes up with that, and that one
almost got the roll there.
Hits every part of the rim except going down, but we keep that ball.
Good job by Klaus fighting for that loose ball.
Yes.
It was off the Bledsoe girls.
So inbounds there to Wright. Wright kicks it over to Klaus, back to Hopkins, and they go inside there to Sasser. They're going to call it for a walk, but I don't think it was. But that's why I'm here and not down there.
Well, it's better than calling her for a charge,
yes.
Which they, we've seen that call from
yes.
time to time as well. So
yeah, so gets called. That's a turnover, but hey, we're still with that 14-4 lead in this second quarter. Excuse me. As Bledsoe is swinging.
Well, what I'm really looking for tonight is 4 consistent offensive quarters and not taking one off, And,
yes. Yes, Bledsoe there, and that's another block there by
They're
Klaus.
really playing a great defensive game. They really are.
Yes. As Bledsoe looks like they're in a 1-2-2 and we're trying to establish that down low, and that's Sasser off of a screen that Johnson gets to free her up there.
And we've seen Sasser get hot on those. She's got a nice touch on her short jumper.
Yes.
And can really finish around the rim.
Yes.
It's going to be a turnover. No, they're going to call that off Johnson. It's going to stay with Bledsoe.
Well. Wayne, was that the one you said you knew?
No.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
He's the one that called a charge on a defensive player where there's no such thing. But
I don't know how that wasn't. Well, that's 2 points there for Mahan. Down low. I'm not sure. Shocked she didn't get called for steps there. But there's Wright swinging it over. Mahan, excuse me.
They're trying a little give and go there, and that pass got slapped away.
Let's see, number 4 there for. That's their second or third time right now. So a couple offensive boards, and that's going to be a
all
foul.
Ball too. I mean, they're just not going to let them touch the ball tonight on those.
It's going to be Hopkins, and now that's her second. You've got Markham and Benjamin. So
back,
Benjamin's coming back. Markham, this is her first action on the floor tonight. And like you say, Benjamin, her length definitely hurts a lot of teams. There's a three-pointer that was taken. There's Wright with the board. Great board, and she's going to bring it on up. She gives it up to Markham here. And you've got to just do a little bit of better job at spacing that. And there's Wright going in. Sasser's tapping it.
I was thinking the same thing, Larry. You don't want your two post players standing right next to each other, handing the ball back and forth. Get someone on the weak side looking for a rebound.
Not sure. There's a turnover, so we'll take that. No fouls were called or anything. Wright's coming down.
I'll push it. We got numbers.
And that goes from...
She lost it. Good hands there by Klaus.
Get in there. There we go.
We're going to get the...
Hopefully, after being batted around there, hopefully an old-fashioned three-point play here.
This is the one I know.
Okay. He's good right now.
Yeah.
So we have Wright at the line for an old-fashioned three-point play. And we have a Monterey, her third Monterey Foods three-point play. And she should be close to what, 12-ish?
11.
So as Foot's on the line there for that one. Klaus with another board as Bledsoe is swinging it around. So that's a great defensive stop for us. Benjamin for three. Misses that, but
Sasser was in great position for that rebound and just rushed that a little bit. She had time to get that up off the glass. Got a little antsy.
I was going to say, it looked like one of those where, oh my goodness, I'm this wide open.
Yeah,
and
I got to get up there quick.
Yes, great defense there. And
that was a good shot there. Can't defend it any better than that.
Yes. And we have a timeout on the floor, so we'll take that one with them. With 3:44 left in this second quarter, score is 19-8.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty.
We are back. Had to talk to little family members that were up here, so don't get to see him much, but as we are back to live action, Zoe Gore just checked in, and she checked in for Sasser. So right now we've played 9 kiddos.
I'd like to. It's a good little bank shot there, and they're coming out in the full court press, and I like that. They need to put a little pressure on them. You know, we had a 10-point lead at the end of the quarter, and we want to stretch that lead. We don't want to leave it. That should have been a travel there. That's a good block by Klaus.
I think her third in. Oh, goodness.
That looked clean.
Yes. So, you know, when we were talking back to the possession where Adeline just scored a couple of trips ago when we had both of our post players in the same position, I think that's what we were looking for right then. It's just they were, you know, as close as you and I as what we're sitting up here.
Well, and we saw it on the possession before that where Sasser, you know, got the rebound on the weak side.
Yes.
And, you know, put the layup opportunity up.
Yes. As she only hits the first one, misses a second, puts your score at 21-9 with 3:05 left. As we are looking looking pretty good. And Wayne, I know we had talked pregame about the press as well, and that was the first time that we had pressed earlier in this game, in this game. So there's a 3-point shot. Hey, Monterey Foods, 3-point shot.
The assassin.
Yes, I like it. So as Bledsoe County swinging it around, and
Gore almost had that steal.
Almost had a steal. And
nice block. That's those long arms you were talking about by Benjamin there a little earlier, Larry.
Yes, and unfortunate. This was a look what I found, because that landed right back in her spot, and she's there for a layup. So as we are 24-11, there's a great post up by Benjamin.
Nice move.
Yes. So
that's 15. I'd like to see 5 more here without them scoring and get this.
There's got to be a 10-second call. I don't know who had the count, but man, we bailed them out, unfortunately. So that's going to be a shooting a 1-and-1. Gore second. So Johnson coming in for Klaus. So with 1:53 left, score is 26-11. Number 2 at the line for Bledsoe, which is going to be, I think that's 2. It may be 22 or maybe 12. I can't really tell. Her hair is in the way there.
This girl has a very unique free throw.
Yes.
Routine.
Yeah, it's a strange motion.
She looks at it.
She's got a little pregame routine she got there.
And misses the second one. Markham ends up with it. Comes across the timeline. There you go to Johnson. And Johnson misses that, but gets her on board. And Markham dribbles in, but then dribbles back out, kicks it over to Johnson. We got to get better spacing, as we have 5 guards in there, and there's Wright going in.
That has to be a foul. They were grabbing her arm there.
And Wright's going to be shooting 2. So with 1:30 left, Wright hits that first one. Second one is up and good. Knocks down both of them. Lindsay's played a great first half.
She has.
Maybe actually outscoring Bledsoe by herself at this point.
I think she is.
She is.
And that's going to be
He's going to call that foul. He's been calling that a foul all night, and those are all ball.
That'll be a jump ball, but nothing.
That's 3 of those.
Yes.
Same exact call. So you know now he's going to call it, so you just have to stay away from putting your hand in like that.
Yes.
You just have to. He's being consistent on it.
So they get offensive board. Benjamin changes that shot there.
Yeah, Klaus is on the bench too. I'm just realizing, and good job by Allie in there playing some post defense.
Yes.
They had her playing up high in defense earlier, but with Klaus out, they moved her down low.
Yeah, as we are under a minute in the second quarter, it's Markham over to Benjamin. Benjamin takes the 3, misses that one.
Didn't have bad rotation on that shot.
No, not at all. And she brings it over to Johnson. And that will sail out of bounds. But I don't know if that girl realizes that's not where I want to dribble, between Benjamin and Johnson over there to that corner.
No.
I mean, that's
all right,
you got long arms. And
the lead's 16. I'd like to see him hold for the nice shot.
Yes.
Maybe set Lindsay up for a 3-pointer, or get the ball in low and, stack on to that 10-point first quarter lead a little bit further.
Yes, and right now, we just got to be patient. They're not going to step out. So if I was Sally, I'd just sit right there, and referee's not counting.
All right, well, we need to get the ball in our scorer's hands now.
Now we're putting a little pressure. There's Markham to the goal for a layup.
Nice finish. Nice finish.
A scoop and a score, and make sure the score 30-12.
Markham says, just give it to me.
Exactly.
I'll take it.
Yeah, so we're going to take us a break, and it's halftime.
Please stay tuned for the Thornton Agency halftime show where we'll recap the first half action as well as go over stats of the first half after a word from our sponsor.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we're a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Neighbors helping neighbors, that's what the VEC Customers Share Fund accomplishes. Participating customers round up their monthly bill to the nearest dollar. The extra money goes into a shared fund that supports Monterey High School sports and academics, as well as other community projects throughout the VEC area, making Monterey and surrounding communities an even better place to live. Make your change count today and sign up for the VEC Customers Share Program. At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We'll get to know you so we can give you the best personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, is a proud sponsor of Wildcat Sports. Located on Elmore Street, right next to the dollar store. You can call them today at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Monterey Drugs wishes the best for Monterey High School sports and academics. If you're looking for honest, dependable, and experienced shop to have your vehicle repaired, check out A1 Auto Repair just outside of Monterey on Highway 70. Bill and Kurt have the knowledge and experience to handle almost any auto repair need you may have. From wiper blades to major engine repair, they provide expert, reasonable solutions to keep your vehicles on the road. Go by there and see them today or call them at 931-839-3013. That's 931-839-3013. Go Wildcats! Absolute Fitness is the Upper Cumberland's premier fitness facility. Absolute Fitness has 2 floors and over 15,000 square feet. The upstairs boasts live fitness circuit machines and tons of cardio equipment. The downstairs has the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Locally owned by IFBB Pro Jen Facento and her husband Denny, it's a true hometown family gym. Whether you work out, tan, or enjoy a sauna, it's all one price. There's never sign-up fees or contracts. Absolute Fitness is located at 444 South Jefferson, across from Kroger. Call them today for more info at 931-526-2500.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434.
The Thornton Agency is an independent insurance agency representing over 20 companies. They're able to tailor the right plan to fit every need at the best possible rate. Their number one goal is to provide you quality professional service. Their mission is to build long-lasting relationships, not just mere policyholders. Come by and see Josh today at 418 East Broad Street, Suite 1D in Cookeville, Tennessee. You can give Josh a call at 931-252-4659. That's 931-252-4659. You'll be glad you did.
We want to welcome everybody back here. We are at the Thornton Agency, your Monterey Sports Network. Got a few minutes left during this halftime.
We're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here.
Got all the stats you'd ever want. Well, except for rebounding, assists, steals, blocks.
Hey,
if I wasn't such a crappy stat guy, I could do it all. But but that's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard to keep up just with points and fouls.
And then you got me over here in your ear, and then I catch you off guard, and then I realize, oh crap, he's got some other stuff going on. So,
yeah, I got us some. We're going to lead off with our leading scorer right now in the first half for your Monterey Wildcats. That's going to be obviously number 20, Lindsay Wright, who has 16 points. She's actually shooting 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Has 3 3-pointers so far, just by herself. So yes. As Rick or somebody said, she is outscoring the Bledsoe County girls by herself. Number 15, Lydia Phillips, has 2 points. Number 4, Zoe Gore, has 4. Number 2, Allie Benjamin, has 2. Number 12, Adeline Klaus, has 2. Number 55, Abby Sasser, has 2. Number 21, Sally Markham, has 2 points. Right now in foul trouble, we've got Lydia's got 3. Lindsay has 1. Zoe Gore has 2. Number 12, Adeline has 1. And Katie Hopkins has 2 fouls. So Lydia's the only one that's really in foul trouble there. Drawing a blank. Right now we're shooting from the floor 44%.
Nice.
8 for 18. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good from the floor on 2-pointers. Threes, 60%. Lindsay Wright, that's pretty much all her by herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 for 5 actually. So good job, Lindsay Wright, on shooting the threes. And from the free throw line, we're at 71% right now. So it started a little rough, but then when Lindsay goes 5 for 5, that can pull your average up pretty good.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a great first half now. As you're looking at an 18-point lead that our ladies have right now, and earlier in the year where we've had leads, hopefully they'll come back out and not just look at this and just be like, hey, we've got to score. We're up 18 and we can take it easy. I'd say no. You just got to put the hammer down and keep it down, keep going. So
yeah, and with the break and stuff, a lot of people will be like, oh, you're up by 18. A few more minutes, pull your starters. You're keeping them in because they need the work right now.
Absolutely.
You keep them in. If you're up by 40 or 50, sorry, but at some point, it's on the other team too to do what they got to do. You've got to take care of business and get your girls ready for the stretch that's coming up. And if that includes, running it up another 30, 40 points, you got to do what you got to do at this point.
Yeah. And it's not embarrassing. Sorry, Vinny. And that's not embarrassing the other team. Like you said, Wayne, the other team at some point is going to have to do – we've been on the other end of this. The other team's going to have to figure out something because it's not our job to slow it down or do it,
Well, remember, we're playing 10 players deep.
Right.
It's not like we've got a starting 5 out there that we're not subbing out.
Right.
So, they're we're subbing deep, and but it's a little early for me to be talking about ball. I want to see them come out and put the hammer down, and and win this quarter by 10, and put the game out of reach in the fourth quarter because this is the spots that we've struggled. We've had leads at the half, we've had leads at the start of the first quarter. And, and we take our foot off the gas.
Exactly, yeah. You just got to hammer down. And, there have been times during my coaching that I was like, okay, all right, hold up. Let's slow it down. But as I've gotten older, I'm like, look, you just gotta keep it going.
I like them to come out and it's 0-0. You know, forget about what happened in the second half. You know, we used to watch a lot of I'm a big UConn Husky fan. I went to high school up in Connecticut area, and Coach Calhoun was a great coach, and he broke the games into 5-minute segments. We're going to win this 5 minutes, and then we're going to win that 5 minutes, and we're going to win that 5 minutes, and that's what you want to do. We're playing quarters here. It doesn't matter what the score is. Let's win this quarter, even if I'm down 40.
Right.
Well, let's go out and wwin this quarter. And take something positive away. And
absolutely, because my thing as a coach, the first 2-3 minutes out of this half could,
it's going
that could set the pace for the rest of the game.
That's right.
So
Bledsoe comes out, gets 4 or 6 points before we do, gets the momentum going, and we got to win this quarter, and it's tipped off. Here we go.
There we go.
We're going to start with a travel and a turnover. That's where we want to go.
There we go.
Let's get in our offensive rhythm and let's make something happen offensively here.
So starting on this third quarter, which is a Absolute Fitness, I think we know that person there that's helping us out with this third quarter sponsor. We've got Markham, Klaus, Benjamin, Johnson, and Wright. There's a 3. It's going to fall. Did Allie hit one earlier? I can't remember.
She didn't hit a 3, but I think she did have a jump shot earlier, and she did miss a good look. It's a nice hands, nice rebound, or nice steal, I mean.
There's Johnson over to right, and then there's great hustle by Benjamin, and it ends up, they both kind of lean.
They're going to call it off the Cats to give the ball to Bledsoe, it looks like.
So it's great hustle there.
And we're going to set up in the press, put some full court pressure on them.
Looks like we are in a 2-2-1 press now. I changed it. And there's got to be close to a 10-second. They get it over. And now it's turned into looks like a kind of a 1-2-2.
Or a 3-2 or something.
There's another block. Oh, my goodness gracious.
I don't know if they might give that to Johnson on the backside. No, they're going to give it to Klaus.
That's what, 3?
No, just 2.
Just our second. All right. So that's just should have been another block, but got to respect it, unfortunately. So first one is up and in.
So again, this lineup was the lineup that finished the second quarter, but it's not the starting 5. So, again, the coaches are, kind of struggling to, determine what they're doing with their with the continuity of their lineup.
Yes.
But, Phillips started, got a little foul trouble, and
yeah, she picked up 3. Hopkins, I know she didn't start, but she's got 2. There's a great look, but just a
bad pass. That's no other way to say it.
Yeah. I mean, I think if she would have.
She saw her flash open, and she was there, and it just closed down quicker than she could get the ball there.
Yes. Gore. Yeah, so I know we've got some that are in foul trouble, but like you said, this is a different group that was out here that started this game, and they have some good ball movement. And they bank a shot in there that's going to be White that hits that.
So with 6:15 to play in this quarter, that's the first points scored of the quarter. And again, we can't let ourselves get in a low scoring lull in a quarter. And
yes. Because we were up, 10 after 1.
And then 18. Picked up an 8-point. We won the second quarter by 8.
Oh, she missed right cutting to the goal there. But Johnson's got it. Goes baseline.
It's going to be a turnover. She stepped on the line.
Stepped out. So that is going to be another turnover. Unfortunately, we've not scored. And they've scored 3 points this quarter, as they have an outlet that goes up to the half court, and they get it across. And there's a Euro step there, number 4 score. So I'm not sure if I don't put back in the ones that are going to – this isn't a bad lineup, because that's a great shot by Johnson there, but I'm not sure if I don't put and as I speak, I see 2 of them getting back up off the bench.
Phillips and Gore getting ready to check in.
So as they get it across the timeline, turns into a 3-on-2. That was
Good
another
block.
block. I believe that's 5 on the night for Klaus.
So
Markham
important-
comes down.
It's an important possession here. Let's come away with some points and
Yes.
just take this back over.
Right, misses a runner
Missed
there.
the
And
floater.
careful not to, thankfully she didn't pick up a foul as Bledsoe County is back down the floor. And we have recovered. With 4:45 left, we have, unfortunately, they've outscored us 5-2. There's a steal by
Push the
Markham.
ball ahead. There should be an open layup, and
And
that
there
should
is
be
right.
some points. There we go.
Right for 2.
There,
Wayne, what's that
Back
make her?
18.
18 on the night. So she's still up by 1 on Bledsoe County. We got
we're getting close.
There's a
That's the timeline.
10-second timeline backcourt violation, so a turnover. That's great defense there.
Great
You've got
defense.
4 Lady Wildcats set to check in. You've got Gore,
You know,
Phillips.
sometimes I wonder about this. They get a lineup. They're on a 4-0 run right now and a turnover, and we're going to sub the whole lineup out.
So I think Coach was wanting a timeout instead of the 10-second backcourt. She didn't get it, so it ends up into a turnover. So checking in for your Lady Wildcats is going to be Gore, Phillips, Sasser, and Hopkins. So we've gone, that's a great backdoor look right there. Just misses that one.
We've missed some short layups tonight.
Yes, and there is a jump ball that we will keep that one there.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's the different ref there than the one that doesn't like the jump
The
ball
other
calls.
one looked like he was about ready to close.
He's about to call a
Yeah.
foul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as we have, there's Wright. She didn't get her feet set, but she knocks that
knocked it
down.
You don't need to.
Another Monterey Foods 3-pointer. That's a great shot.
There's a
There's
steal
Wright.
by Wright. She's going to take it looking for the foul. Didn't
Nothing.
get it.
Don't lead him.
Ooh, there's going to be one on Hopkins. Oh, my goodness.
That was a little ways away from the play there from the backside.
That's going to be Hopkins. That's going to be her 3rd. Goodness.
Even without that, they're about ready to steal the ball.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna point out the scoreboard. It's a 20-point lead, so we were up. Was it 18 at the half? So we're on the plus side of the quarter here too.
And
They just evened it out. So we don't want to play even here. We want to pick up 7 or 8 points here in this final 3 minutes of this quarter. We still have a nice lead, but you know what? They slip away before, and we don't want to let these team hang around.
Absolutely. Was a screen that was trying to be set for Phillips to take that shot.
She's right open in the corner.
Here's
Deep
Wright.
three.
A heat
She's
check.
feeling it. She's feeling it. The assassin.
Another Monterey Foods 3-point shot right there. I don't know what she was fed for pregame. And there's get out of bounds.
One of the Monterey players did get their hand on that ball and punched it away.
And there we go.
Gore. We got numbers. It's 3-on-1.
Gore has it.
Taking
Going
her
on
time,
in.
and that girl caught her from the backside there. It was kind of like that. Looked like it was in slow motion. She could have kicked the ball up ahead, but she did get fouled. And let's hope she'll knock down the free throws.
Going to be shooting 2. Zoe Gore at the line. We got to find out. So we had the day off, or the girls did. So we're going to expect the same thing from Lindsay tomorrow night. She doesn't know it yet.
She doesn't know. She's just got to knock them down.
She checks out first time tonight. Played a great first or 2.5 quarters right now. So Gore for misses that one.
I don't know that I would have pulled her out there. Just as hot as she was.
Yes, and Walker checks in for her as we are moving it around. We get that offensive board, which is great. There's Hopkins. Hopefully she can get going. But, hey, we'll take that.
That's good finish by Sasser.
Absolutely.
She was due that one. She's had a couple that just thing. And I'll tell you, this full court press is really making them struggle a little bit. Wayne was looking for that press earlier, weren't you, Coach?
I was itching for it.
Yeah.
So as Walker brings it back,
That's really what kind of turned this quarter for him.
Lydia Phillips.
With the runner. Woo. All right.
All right, so that makes us, we are at 24 ahead. That's a walk. They missed that one right there.
Bledsoe coach probably needs her a little timeout.
Yeah, she does. But she's playing on. So we are definitely playing. I don't know how you guys feel, but we're definitely playing a lot better than what we had the last couple of games.
We have is Walker getting fouled on the jump shot.
So going to the line, should be shooting 2.
All she's been able to do for 4 weeks is shoot free throws, so she better knock them down. I might need to go get her cast and let her put it on, so she's
She's got to take her time. That one was rushed a little bit.
It was. She let it go a little low. She needs to bring the ball up a little bit, but we'll talk about that at home.
So as Bledsoe is subbing in, looks like they've got 2 or 3 that just subbed in.
They've got a girl out there playing with a mask, which is kind of interesting. That's,
I've got a friend. It's a great board by Sasser there. Just don't foul. And there it is right there.
And they're going to call the foul, of course, because that was a jump ball, and we call fouls on jump balls.
But I've got a friend that they live in Michigan, and she's got one that's in, I believe he's in 8th grade. She actually played ball down here at Tech back in the days when I was there, and her son is, I think, 6'5", in the 8th grade. But they have them. They play in masks. Both away and both teams play in them. So
I've seen them wearing it on the bench some, but that's the first player, which, that's a personal decision.
Right.
She's got a reason for doing it. I don't have an issue with it. It was just a little odd to look up there and and see it. It'd be a little hard for me to breathe with it.
Yes. As Hopkins picks up, that's her 4th foul she's picked up.
Yep.
And this is just my observation, and thankfully we got caught sleeping, but she misses that. She's hit like a little mid-season, and she's going to be going to the line, hopefully to shoot 2, but kind of a little low,
Yeah, she had some, when she was coming off the bench early in the season, she was kind of instant offense for us there for a while. And, but with the young player, she's a freshman, and, they go through the lulls of the season.
Yes. Misses that one. And that's just something, if she goes back and listens to this later on, her mom and dad, I think they know, that's one thing that we're not talking bad about her. It happens to everybody.
Yeah.
So she misses both of them.
Well, the important thing is just what she's doing. Keep shooting, play through it, take good shots.
Yes. And Johnson.
And they're going to fall.
Yeah. Yeah, Johnson is checking in.
Hopkins is going to be a great player for this team. She's going to be next year she's going to be they're going to be a good team next year. Lydia getting an extra year.
Yes.
Lindsay coming back for her senior year. Hopkins is going to have another year on her. I think Gore will be back next year. I think Sasser's a junior.
Yes.
So they're going to have a lot of players coming back next year. They got a lot to look forward to.
Yes. As Bledsoe is swinging it around, and Jordan's going to pick up a foul right there. Just unfortunately got caught in a bad position there. She was caught on her backside there, and it's a Simmons going to be shooting 2. Misses the first one here.
So we're up 26 it looks like.
So we have scored 15 this quarter.
We have, and we had an 18-point lead, so we're +7 for the quarter, which is nice. And they picked most of that up with about 3 minutes to play.
Yes, which is what you said. Hopefully we can get it going.
Yep.
There's Phillips.
And I like to see him just kind of settle down here and get a good shot here for the last shot. It was a decent look there.
It was. I think kind of surprised her because of the angle she was at, but they are off and running. Bledsoe County is. Hopefully we can get us a turnover and get that last shot before.
Not let them score here.
This time jump there.
There's number 5 in the corner. No.
Knocks down the 3-pointer right there.
Contested.
Yes, as makes your score 45-22. We are under 15 seconds. As I don't know if any of our girls realize that we only have 6 seconds left. We got to go. So 4, Great look.
That's a good.
Great look and great finish right there.
Good play. Good
That's
play.
going to make your score 47-22 to end this third quarter. We will be right back.
Absolute Fitness is the Upper Cumberland's premier fitness facility. Absolute Fitness has 2 floors and over 15,000 square feet. The upstairs boasts live fitness circuit machines and tons of cardio equipment. The downstairs has the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Locally owned by IFBB Pro Jen Facento and her husband Denny, it's a true hometown family gym. Whether you work out, tan, or enjoy a sauna, it's all one price. There's never sign-up fees or contracts. Absolute Fitness is located at 444 South Jefferson, across from Kroger. Call them today for more info at 931-526-2500.
Welcome back. Here we are getting ready to start our Larry Wiley fourth quarter. Looks like going on the floor right now, we've got Markham. We've got another right, if I'm not mistaken. Is that Carly?
That's Carly on her 8th grade recognition night, getting some minutes.
We've got the Wright sisters out there.
She's an 8th grader. She was recognized earlier along with Lydia for her 8th grade night.
So we've got Wright,
Be nice
Wright, Markham, Benjamin, and Johnson.
Lindsay contributed well for our team as a 9th grader, and be interested to get a good look at Carly here, get her some minutes.
And this could be, because that's her second. That's gone back-to-back 3-pointers by number 5. So that could be, when we were talking about her earlier, why she keeps getting those looks.
She is.
There's Carly for 3. Almost banks that one in.
Knocked it in. She didn't hesitate pulling the trigger there. She's got confidence. I like it.
So as your score, 47-25, she almost comes up with the steal. They fit back-to-back, so we've got I know some may think, gosh, guys, get off of them. They're up 20. You're up 20, but.
Well, we were up 25 45 seconds ago.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, we just got to keep going.
So
there's Benjamin taking a long Steph Curry 3 there. Comes out, but, these are going to fall. That's what I was going to say about Allie earlier is she's taking these shots, and then they missed that hold right there.
Well, we need to recognize that we've got a lead. The game's not won. So we've got to, get in the flow, run the offense, take the open looks, keep the defensive pressure up, and do everything that got us here.
Yes, absolutely. And there's Carly coming up, and then almost with another steal.
She's got good hands on defense. She's looking good.
Yes. Just all smiles. She's just out there just having a ball, as you should. No pun intended, but that's, oh my goodness.
Well, it's kind of neat. She gets to get out there and play with her sister. That would be a nice for them to have a season together next year as well. And I know your boys just quite had the spread where they didn't quite.
There we go. We got a steal right there.
Get to get on the floor and share the ball a lot. But.
Right, but hey, that's all right. There we go. Come on, get in there.
Oh,
misses that one. That's all right. As they are quickly back down the floor, and they've scored 8. Is that 8? 7 points?
7 unanswered in a minute 45. So,
and this may be, back to what we were talking about earlier, Wayne. There's Johnson for 3. Misses that one. Whereas, it probably wouldn't have hurt to have kept those starters out there. As looks like. They are about to check back in. There's a 3-point.
That's why. That's a 10-0 run right there. So,
let's see. Set to check in. You've got Walker, Phillips, Hopkins, Klaus, and Sasser. There's Markham for 3. Knocks that one down. A Monterey Foods 3
It's a big 3-pointer right there.
Huge.
Stop that bleeding. That's our first points of the quarter, and
2.5 minutes in, and
it's.
Bledsoe County wasn't going. They weren't going to back down. I mean, clearly they've still got their starters in. There's Johnson with a jump ball, tie up with number 25, and we've got this.
Well, if you're coaching Bledsoe, you're watching the clock and say, hey, let's try to get it to 10 points.
Absolutely.
You get it to 10, there's no telling what can happen.
Yes. So I know Katie's the only one out there with 4.
But it's back to an 18-point lead after that big shot by Lang, and let's see what happens
Get
here.
in there.
Nice
we'll call that a
rebound
pass.
by Klaus, yeah.
Says we have a missed shot there by
That's kind of what
Walker.
happens. You get your star team in there, you pick up those offensive rebounds, and
Just don't foul right here. And that's a great no foul there.
I'd like to see them take their time here, run a little bit of clock, get a good open look. Don't rush anything.
That's a great look as it was a skip pass over to Walker, and Walker tried to hit a cutting Hawkins. Goes out of bounds. There's inbounds to Sasser, over to Hawkins. Phillips takes a 3, misses that one. And just Hopkins has to be smart here not to pick up a foul.
Just pressure.
Yeah, even though we do have a bench full of girls that could still play. I mean, oh goodness.
Well, the referees, we've been on them for some of those old touch fouls and stuff, but they haven't called a lot of fouls. It's 5-3, 4 minutes to play. They've kind of let the girls play.
Yes.
So we've had a lot worse officiating crews. I've got onto them a couple of times about those old touch calls and, of course, that charge. But all in all, it's been a pretty clean officiating crew, which I usually watch as an indicator of what's going to happen in the boys' game.
Yes.
So I think they'll let them play tonight.
Yes, and there's another, may have been a 3-pointer there by Sasser. There's a block from the backside.
I think Walker and Sasser got that one. That's a half a block each right there. So the substitution, putting the starting team back in, kind of stabilized it, and Bledsoe's gotten a few points, but we've matched them, and now with 3:30 to play, you've got a 10.
Looks like
18-point lead.
Looks like we're going to take us a timeout, so we will take one with them. 30-second timeout. We'll be right back.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way. But when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Welcome back. We are at 3:31 left in this fourth quarter as we just come back off of a timeout. Let's see. We have that same 5 that just subbed back in with Walker, Phillips, Hopkins, Sasser, and Klaus in. As we have 134 that have checked in and 33 that are currently listening. Try to inbound that to Klaus. There's Hopkins taking it in. She does
got fouled there.
She gets fouled, and that's a great take right there.
Be shooting 2.
So, rims out on that one.
Rattled out.
So, got the second one. Getting ready to knocks that one down there. Makes her score 53-36. 3:18 left.
They're back out in the press. It's good to see. Just make them burn some time.
Yes, here's a great hands there by Walker.
By Jordan.
And a good look up the floor by Hopkins.
Oh, Phillips with the rebound. That was a pass. Lifted it up over there to Klaus.
There we go.
Little sister to big sister there. Come back me up.
Yes. So as we are stretching that lead back out to 19 right now. Stepped out of bounds good. Oh. And looks like Bledsoe County is going to take a timeout. So we will take one with them. So we will be right back.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handled your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Welcome back to Monterey Sports Network, home of the Wildcats and Lady Wildcats, coming to you live. Finally got a home game from the Troy Foust Memorial Gymnasium. Now we've got another home game tomorrow night, which is, I've gone blank, Red Bull and Springs, which is no longer a district game. There's Hopkins inbounds to Klaus, and Klaus over to Sasser.
Good finish. It's good to see Sasser finish the last 2 or 3 down low on the rim after struggling a little bit. Good hands by Lydia.
Great hands by Phillips.
Let's pull that out, Lydia.
Absolutely.
And just run some clock.
Absolutely.
Recognize where we're at.
That's not a bad look there by Walker. And it ends up going out of bounds back to the Warriors, the Lady Warriors.
So Monterey's still in this full court press, but they're just putting pressure on there, letting them burn clock and struggle with setting up an offense. There's a turnover for us.
Yes.
Go, Lydia. Just pull the ball out and set it up. 2 minutes to play. Take 30 seconds and get a good look.
Absolutely.
This is the best time to work on a press because it's hard to replicate during practice.
You're right, Wayne. You sure are.
Yeah, Sasser's got it. Puts it down, gets swiped from behind. So as we are back on defense, great defense by Hopkins there. There's really nothing you can do as we got subs checking in. There's Hastings that's coming in for Hopkins. No, coming in for Klaus.
You know, Wayne brings up a good point about, situational that you can't duplicate in practice.
Yes.
I'd kind of like to see them, play here like, we're tied, down one. You need to work the ball around. You need to get an open shot and get a clean layup. And, had that been the case, we just had a turnover and they scored. That could be on a close game, something that could really hurt. So,
and there's a great look.
A play like that. A play like that can win a close game for you. So that's good observation, Wayne, and I think that's a good way to look at these scenarios regardless of the score.
Yes, and that was a great look inside. That's Gracie Hastings that scores that there. She got that, I think, there's a 3-point shot.
There's that number 5 that we've been watching all game.
Good thing it took her half a game to warm up.
That's for sure. How many points does she have, Wayne?
And it looks like we've got another timeout right here.
13.
So we will take it with them. We will be right back.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handled your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Welcome back live. We are here. We are under 50 seconds. And on the floor for your Lady Wildcats is going to be Gracie Hastings, number 14. Number 10, Haley Trevathan, who is another 8th grader. She stepped up and she is playing now. We've got number 32, Allie Novak. Number 3 is going to be Anna Grace Riddle. And number 15, our Energizer Bunny out there controlling the ball. It's Lydia Phillips. So you're looking at on the floor right now, 2 in 8th grade. 1, there's a 3-point shot that's taken. That's all right. Good look.
I think they're all freshmen except for Hastings, I think, is a sophomore.
Hastings is a junior.
She's a junior. That's right.
And then you've got Novak, freshman. 2 8th graders. And I'm missing one, Anna Grace. Yeah, so 2 8th graders, 2 9th graders, and the junior. So here's some of your future right here that's on the floor.
But I tell you, I look forward to seeing Hastings in a month or two out on the softball field.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be kicking in softball. She's a phenomenal softball player.
Yes. And I'll give a shout out to Grandma. I actually did some teaching with her as we are going to wind down, and that's going to be the final. But Miss Hastings, I did some teaching with her. So, but we'll come back here in a second. It's your final, 59-43, and we will be right back.
Please stay tuned for the Thornton Agency Halftime Show, where we'll recap the first half action as well as go over stats of the first half after a word from our sponsor.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we're a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Neighbors helping neighbors, that's what the VEC Customers Share Fund accomplishes. Participating customers round up their monthly bill to the nearest dollar. The extra money goes into a shared fund that supports Monterey High School sports and academics, as well as other community projects throughout the VEC area, making Monterey and surrounding communities an even better place to live. Make your change count today and sign up for the VEC Customers Share Program. At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We'll get to know you so we can give you the best personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, is a proud sponsor of Wildcat Sports. Located on Elmore Street, right next to the dollar store. You can call them today at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Monterey Drugs wishes the best for Monterey High School sports and academics. If you're looking for honest, dependable, and experienced shop to have your vehicle repaired, check out A1 Auto Repair just outside of Monterey on Highway 70. Bill and Kurt have the knowledge and experience to handle almost any auto repair need you may have. From wiper blades to major engine repair, they provide expert, reasonable solutions to keep your vehicles on the road. Go by there and see them today or call them at 931-839-3013. That's 931-839-3013. Go Wildcats! Absolute Fitness is the Upper Cumberland's premier fitness facility. Absolute Fitness has 2 floors and over 15,000 square feet. The upstairs boasts live fitness circuit machines and tons of cardio equipment. The downstairs has the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Locally owned by IFBB Pro Jen Facento and her husband Denny, it's a true hometown family gym. Whether you work out, tan, or enjoy a sauna, it's all one price. There's never sign-up fees or contracts. Absolute Fitness is located at 444 South Jefferson, across from Kroger. Call them today for more info at 931-526-2500.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434.
The Thornton Agency is an independent insurance agency representing over 20 companies. They're able to tailor the right plan to fit every need at the best possible rate. Their number one goal is to provide you quality professional service. Their mission is to build long-lasting relationships, not just mere policyholders. Come by and see Josh today at 418 East Broad Street, Suite 1D in Cookeville, Tennessee. You can give Josh a call at 931-252-4659. That's 931-252-4659. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome back live. We are here getting ready for this girls, excuse me. I kind of put two things together. I was going to say Wayne's got the girls' stats from the first game, and then the boys are warming up. So there we go. So we got almost like a rock concert with as loud as this music is in here. But what we got so far, Wayne?
All right, we'll go through the girls. We got quite a bit of scoring for the girls, actually. I'm going to have to start off, though, with the lead scorer. That'd be Lindsay Wright, who knocked down 24 points. She had 4 3-pointers. So, great night by Lindsay Wright.
Yes.
Want to go number 15, Lydia Phillips. She had 4. Number 4, Zoe Gore had 5 points. Number 2, Allie Benjamin had 2 points. Number 12, Adeline Klaus had 6. Number 1, Katie Hopkins had 1. Number 14, Gracie Hastings had 2. Number 55, Abby Sasser had 8. Number 22, Beyonce Johnson had 2. Number 21, Sally Markham had 5, knocking down a 3-pointer also. Pretty much everybody got a little bit of floor time, got a shot at least. So it was a good game for the girls. Shooting percentages from the floor for the game, we had 57% for our girls. That is extraordinary percentage for shooting.
Yes.
Free throw, we dropped a little bit. We went to 44% from the line. And 3-pointers, we dropped down to 44% overall. Great shooting percentage night. I personally, like I always say, the free throw percent should be up a little bit.
Right.
But 57 from the floor, they shot it very well. Very, very well.
Thankfully, the free throws didn't end up determining the win or the loss in the game. Thankfully, it was just one of those that we stretched it out enough, and then they come in, had a little run there when what was it, start of the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
And
they're two little number 4 and number 5. They got to be kind of kin. They both ended up with 19 and 13 points apiece. So you could tell, like you were saying earlier, they seemed to really wanted to get it in their hands.
Yes.
And luckily they didn't warm up till the end.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So we have 2 minutes left before then, about 2:20 left before this one. Looking for, and that, let me back up. That made our girls 1-1 in the district. I misspoke when I was talking to Rick, and he said, didn't we play at Sequatchie? And I said, yes, because I had us at 1-0. So I messed up. That's my first mess up on the day. My wife's not on the, she didn't have headset on, so we're good there.
Yeah, she has no idea.
No. So, but looking forward to this boys game here, this boys action here as they are, I know we talked about this earlier. Let's see, Bledsoe is going to be, I believe they are going to be at the bottom of the boys. They are 3-5, but they had a few games that have been canceled this year. So far this season, the Warriors have played Van Buren County, which I know went over this a little bit earlier. So they've not played many just due to different reasons. In the 8 games that they've played, they have averaged 53 points per game on offense and are giving up 55 on defense. Now, on the other hand, we've played more than double than what they've played this year. as we played 20 games. And so, we're looking at our 7-13 record. But, hey, if we can get through with this free throws and these layups, things that we should be hitting, and not worrying about what the referees, let us do that fussing as we do up here. And
yeah, that's our job. We're the ones.
Yeah. It's one thing that I've said. Let's see, Rick was pointing out something there.
We'll keep on the refs until the TSAA starts fining us.
Right, yes.
So I'd like to see the boys just come out and do the same thing the girls did, put 4 quarters together.
Just take a picture of their lineup for me. Just with our sports coach. Thank you. Sorry, we were trying to get their roster up here for this boys game here. And looks like we've got a presentation here. Let me sit down. I was in the way there.
49-42 win is Christopher versus Monterey High School. Silas Randolph scored 21 points. In doing so, he surpassed scoring 1,000 points in his high school career to join the exclusive Wildcat 1,000 point club. Coach Hart, the big signs of the kickball from Rochester Johnson. Congratulations, Silas. And we have Silas Randolph.
So as don't know if you guys could hear or not, but we did announce it after it had happened with thank you. As we that was a recognition for Silas Randolph. Scored his 1,000th point during the Christmas tournament. So
nice
we are
accomplishment. Nice accomplishment.
Yes. So that was huge for him and for anybody. But that is a great accomplishment to have, and to have several games left in this
season.
In this season to kind of add to that.
I was kind of thinking earlier with Lindsay, with this being her junior year, where she sits. We'll have to get that stat next time, see where her career is, because she's been playing since her freshman year. So
yes, as we have don't have their lineup. Zoe took the wrong picture. I'm gonna give her a hard time about that later. Let's see, make sure she didn't get.
Yeah, looking out there at the boys' lineup, I don't know that they have.
I got it. She wasn't wrong. That was me. I didn't do the right spot. So I apologize for those of you that are gonna tell on me and say that Zoe. See, Wayne, I messed up. That's my second one of the day. I spoke too soon. So got Colin Fowler for our starting lineup for our Monterey Wildcat boys.
This is my first opportunity to see Brandon's new hairdo. I heard about it.
So we've got Fowler, Dillon, Borjas, Bowden, and the Hammer, Silas the Hammer Randolph.
I'll have to ask Joy. I forgot what the story was with him shaving his head, but there was a story behind it. So I can't remember what it was.
My understanding is there was a bet.
That's what I heard, something like that. Go on, Larry, because I forgot the details.
I'm not 100% sure as far as.
We'll have to get Jordan up here and have her tell us the story of how Brandon lost his hair.
There may have been a financial transaction there with him shaving his head with a clean cut, and there's Fowler. He gets pushed, but he ends up missing that, and he goes out of bounds off of Bowden. But I've heard anywhere between $50 and $100, and I said I'd have done that too.
Yeah.
I mean, so, but yes, he does have it's definitely a different look than what we are used to seeing.
Got a little boot camp look going on there.
Yes.
Looks like a young recruit.
Yes. So as we are have a turnover on the play there. This shot there, and I don't know if Fowler, there's a rebound and a basket by Randolph. I was going to say, I don't know if Fowler has started a game this year, but we've had 20 games, so.
Who's usually starting in that off guard?
J-Lo, Lowhorn is, or Weston Clough. And there's Fowler going to be
should
chasing
get a layup
that
out of
down.
that. Oh, it came off, I think, but it should
That's ours,
stay and
yeah.
stay with Monterey. Good hustle there by Fowler.
So my mistake. Fowler has started. So that's 3 that I've had. So I better quit making mistakes. Fowler started Saturday afternoon against Smith County. So as we inbound
Well, it was that other young freshman,
Weston,
Clow,
yes.
Weston Clow.
yes, and there's inbounds there inside to Randolph.
There's, adding to that 1,000 points right
Yes,
there.
sir. So as
They need to look for him down low tonight. They don't match up well with him, although number 22's long.
Yes. But as you said, physical-wise, there we go. We've got off a turnover, and we are off and running. There's Dylan to the goal. And
Nice
ran.
ball,
Oh, goodness.
though. It was there. They
Yes.
got
this is gonna be
numbers,
interesting.
but see what Borjas does
Oh.
there. Oh, and he did foul him.
It's like last second he decided he was going to jump. So, unfortunately, he picks up a foul. Basket is good. So, the basket is good, and that's going to be number 5, Sweat, shooting the old-fashioned 3-point play, and he knocks it down. Makes your score 4-3, and off of the made free throw, they decide to press, and look at there. As Borjas does a great job there.
They could have had Coach Wayne next to me here putting his hands up a little bit because there was a fast break opportunity there. It was wide open and nobody was running the floor.
Absolutely, and there's more for Randolph there.
It's going to be feed to Solace now, isn't it?
Yes.
Man.
But that is one of those things, and Wayne.
There's a steal from Fowler.
There we go. I was just going to say, that's one of those things where, and I'm not saying that Coach hasn't worked on it and Byron's not worked on dribbling or anything, but, he's
Take it and dunk it.
do what you can. Work on that ball handling whenever you can. That's.
Yep.
And he's going to call a foul on Borjas, and man.
We had a boy in my small high school, Brian Hipsky. He was about 6'4", and he could get the dunks on the breakaways, and he was always running the floor looking for that opportunity to throw the ball down and bring the house down.
And that's going to be 2 on Borjas. And let's see, checking in. Cloud's gonna check in for Dylan. And there's an inbound to Sweat. He misses that one, thankfully, because he was wide open.
That's one thing, and we have a lot of big guys that we come against, and I don't know that have we seen a dunk in a game this year? I don't know that we have.
I can't say I have. And there's offensive board by Cloud.
I know we've got a couple of boys that can get up there. Cole can get up and hit it on a breakaway, and
another offensive board there by Cloud. He may not be knocking down any shots, which he's not had a chance to shoot the ball. But you know what? And there's a box out.
Wow.
There's number 4.
there are plenty of opportunities.
Yes. And yes, we didn't come away with anything, but you know what? And there's a block shot by Bowden.
Yep.
And that looks like that's gone out of bounds twice.
I'll tell you something I saw down there, Larry, is during that offensive rebounding series, how careful Silas was being when he was being boxed out and out of position and just backing away and really being careful about picking up those cheap fouls. That shows a lot of maturity on his part.
Yes, absolutely. Good cut, good pass. Just got to finish that, and he may have been out of bounds before he come back in, but we'll take it. And there's great hustle there by Fowler.
We're dominating the play everywhere except putting the ball in the basket defensively and rebounding.
Fowler's a big boy, but he was losing that battle.
Yes. Yes. Yes, Fowler is a freshman. One of those. And that kid, if he was going to run down, there's going to be a foul. It's going to be called on number. Their numbers are hard to read. I think it's 22 or 20.
22.
22. See, on the front it looks like 22, and on the back it's 20. So it's 20, and that's going to be on Taylor. As they swing it around, Fowler for 3.
Good look. There it is.
Great. Monterey Foods 3-pointer right there. as Fowler knocks that one down. And they're moving it around there. And Bowden with the board.
How's Coach Linus doing on his technical foul streak? Was it broken in the last game? Or
it was broken, as far as I know, and there's Randolph there. It makes your score 11-3. Now, he picked one up at Sequatchie, and actually, I don't think he did. It was, for some reason, it was Beyonce picked one up. Man.
Well, this officiating crew's kind of letting him play. I think he'll be pretty safe tonight unless something goes really south.
Right.
I think that needs to be a future stat that we got to keep up with Linus.
We do. Well, I was keeping it there for a while. I think he had a 5-game streak in a row. Larry and I were talking about it. I kind of like it. Fire him up.
Yes.
Well, and that's what I said. When he picked up, it was, see, right there. Okay, good. He called it. Some may not agree with it, but I know when I picked mine up, it was really and truthfully, it was all about getting the kids fired up.
Yeah. You want to be careful about when you're getting them. It's, if you're up a lot or down a lot, it's good. But you don't want to flip a key possession there. But
yes. And there's Randolph in there.
But I will say most of Linus's technicals I would consider what I'd call a good technical because he's arguing a legitimate call in a legitimate place,
Yes. Yeah, and we've talked about it also as Bowden's bringing it across the timeline and over to Fowler for a layup. Knocks that one down. And there's a timeout that's going to be taken by Bledsoe County, so we'll take it with them.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way. But when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Welcome back. We are back here. Welcome back. First quarter with 2:58 left. This is our A1 Auto first quarter. We are currently up 15-6, and in the girls' game, got to put the hammer on, and that pass goes to the cheap seats there. Over to Coach Martin. I think he was in triple threat, ready to let it ride from the front row there. But turnover by Bledsoe County as we are bringing it back across the timeline. On the floor for your Wildcats. There's the sniper for three from the corner, and he knocks that one down. Bang, bang, bang. West and Clow, and they are quickly back down the floor. Should have been a walk, but hey, and there's Clow again.
At Monterey,
I'll tell you, if the boys were finishing in the first 3 minutes like they are now, they'd have a 25-point lead.
Oh yeah. And for whatever reason, it seems like we start that way. It's like they're almost there. It's almost a late, and then.
Well, let's look at it. 2:30 to play with a 12-point lead.
There we go.
Let's finish some of these layups. And
way to run the floor. To run the floor right there. 20-6 right there. It's 2:17.
Keep the pedal to the metal here. Close out strong.
Absolutely. As it's first quarter, we are still in. 2 minutes left.
Nice trap in the corner there.
And there's
it's going to be
offensive
a charge.
Foul. There we go. Number 5. So as number 5 picks up his second.
Rick, you might know, is number 5, was he the running back for Bledsoe County that we had a hard time struggling against?
Got a thumbs up. I did ask Nugget about, what about Bledsoe since we hadn't seen him yet. And he said, they do like to play a lot of 5-out basketball. And from the looks of it, there's another 3 that's taken. There we go. Bang, bang, bang.
Nice little spark off the bench there.
There we go. There we go.
2 nice 3-pointers there.
The sniper has another one. Knocks it down. But he said they like to play a lot of 5-out basketball, and they just have one. So I'm guessing it's number 22 as they take a 3. Oh. He's going to call that one on Randolph, I bet.
Yeah, he came down hard there. I'm glad to see him get up.
Yeah. That's going to be on Randolph. That's going to be his second. But to add to what you were saying, Vinny, about, I've seen a lot of watched a lot of basketball, and I will say that to me, Silas has matured a lot. Not arguing calls. He may not agree with it, but you know what? That should be over the back.
Yeah, he realizes how important he is to be on the floor for the team, and and even some of the games that were really getting out of hand, and we were all going crazy. Yeah. He kind of stayed, stayed in there.
That's going to be on
Drew.
Drew. That's just checked in the game for Randolph. First one for number. Now that is 22. Tharp. This is the first one. Second one is up. Knocks that one down. And makes your score 23-7 with 1:10 left in this first quarter. As Dylan was
nice
waiting.
Look,
great
back.
Hesitation.
Yeah, that was a nice clear look.
Yes. As they are quickly back down the floor. And there's Drew right there with the board.
And Chandler Bowden bringing the ball down, swinging it over to Brandon.
Dylan
nice
with a spin move.
For a travel.
That's a.
My goodness.
We need the replay on that. We need the replay.
We've got that one.
Great move.
Did we missed it?
We missed it.
Oh my goodness. Oh, great move. So J-Lo is checked in for Dylan. And Mr. Carr says that's going to be an and one over there. I don't necessarily agree with that. So that's going to be on
Chandler.
I get the feeling watching 22 here. He's a lanky player and he moves good. He could get hot and cause us a matchup problem, especially with Randolph on the bench. Dylan took a quick breather there. Coach cooled him down a little bit after that call, putting him back in here on the offensive possession.
Yeah, the face that he gave after that was worth. If he could have, he probably would have picked up a technical if he'd said something. But trying to work for a last shot there, and they finally get one. Finally get a foul called on number 10, which is going to be Clark. 10.9 seconds left. So as Cloud gets the inbounds there, as we are under 10 seconds.
Seeing Cloud spot up for that three. He's had the hot hand.
Short.
That's going to be short on that one. But we're going to end this first quarter at 23-10. We will be coming right back.
First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we're a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you're looking for honest, dependable, and experienced shop to have your vehicle repaired, check out A1 Auto Repair just outside of Monterey on Highway 70. Bill and Kurt have the knowledge and experience to handle almost any auto repair need you may have. From wiper blades to major engine repair, they provide expert, reasonable solutions to keep your vehicles on the road. Go by there and see them today or call them at 931-839-3013. That's 931-839-3013. Go Wildcats!
Welcome back to our second quarter, which is going to be First Volunteer Bank. And Cole McDonald has checked in for his first action on the night.
All right, guys, let's look at this kind of like we were talking about in the girls' game. We've got a 13-point lead in the first quarter. We look at this one, 0-0 coming in, and let's see if we can add to this lead.
Absolutely. And I don't know who it was, but somebody for Bledsoe got called for steps over there, extra steps. So
turnover on the first possession.
So as Dylan's controlling the offense there. Weston swings it back over to Dylan. Ball fake. Good move. Kicks it to Fowler in the corner. That's all right. That's a good look. Weston just short-armed that one, and Drew's got the offensive board.
He was too short and too close.
Get it to Dylan, reset it. Oh, is it no look?
Great look. Great no-look pass right there.
A no-look pass that nobody looked at.
Yes, yes, that had a lot of mustard and chili on that one, I'll say. That was a good look by Dylan. So, unfortunately, turnover right there. And there's a steal by Clow. Somebody go with him. And we're going to be shooting 2. Clow for the steal.
He's going to be a good ball player for Monterey, too, as the years come on. He's only a freshman, I think. Got a lot of minutes this year. At this point in time, the freshmen are sophomore and the juniors are seniors, and they've played 20 ball games. So, everybody's got game experience now.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. He almost stepped in the paint before that got up there, and that's what their coach is wondering. And that one's going to be wiped off.
He did.
He stepped over the line.
Yep.
So, unfortunately.
It's got to be fair against our own boys, right?
Yeah.
He did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did. As soon as he left, his momentum was carrying him forward. So, makes it, but then it doesn't get, that should have been something, but hey, we've got the ball and we are bringing it. As Fowler has it.
That was a nice look for that with that cut.
Yes.
The pass was a little low.
Yes.
His second, team 7.
We're slowly getting in foul trouble quick. Salas has 2, Sorkin's got 2, and the Borjas has 2.
And that is who's coming in. Let's see.
They weren't calling too many fouls in the girls' game, but they've already they'll be in the bonus already, and on the next foul, or they're already in the bonus. They're already in the bonus.
So
he's shooting 1 and 1. I needed to look the other way on the floor. So we were talking about that on the Monterey side. How important the front ends of those 1 and 1s are, and that was a good job on Bledsoe's part, knocking that down.
Second one is up, and rims out. Did he get his own rebound? Who was shooting free throws there?
Number 12.
No, number 12 and 22 got in there. Nobody got a good body on him.
And there's McDonald picking up.
His first.
It's like Bowden is about to check back in. And 22 there, which is going to be Tharp. Bowden checks in for Fowler, but Tharp hits the first one. And knocks down both of them.
Did you say Borjas was in some foul trouble as well? He's got 2 as well. So we'll probably going to be looking at McDonald and him on the rest of the way down on this quarter.
It's a long shot there by Lowhorn there. And that goes at who'd that go off of?
It looked like it went off his foot.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought.
And he's saying that it went off a Lowhorn.
It's the same. Yeah.
I didn't even hit him. But then again, J-Lo's not reacting. So,
maybe it did hit him.
But it looked like, from up here, it looked like it went off 10's foot. And there's a shot by number 10 there, which is
good
Clark.
Strong rebound there for Brandon going up there and yanking that down.
Yes. So as we're swinging it around, there's another 3 that's taken by Lowhorn. Misses that one. And we are back on defense. And it looks
Good
like
block.
that may have been a block shot there
Nice save by Lowhorn.
Yes.
Keep the possession alive.
by Mr. McDonald with the block that starts that.
It's an air ball by Dillon. Rebounded by Bledsoe. They're pushing it.
Now, I'm not sure if we don't take either a timeout after this possession here to settle us down or just slow it down.
Yeah, I think if Bledsoe scores, it might be a good time for it, which they did.
So, coach is going to let him plug.
The foul trouble's giving them a chance to Bledsoe get back in this ball game a little bit. It's an 8-point lead now, so they've cut into it by 5. So we're -5 this quarter, and not quite halfway through.
As we've quit moving as well. We've kind of start standing on the bench. Sorry, I was looking at Bledsoe County. Mr. Carr was telling the assistant coach to keep quiet over there. But we're not moving on the offensive end.
No, when Silas goes out, they have a little bit hard time feeding the post and running that offense through there. Another good defensive move for McDonald there.
And there's going to be a foul on Bowden as number 22. We've got to put a button to somebody and box out. So, Bledsoe, I'm stealing from Rick over here. Bledsoe's not a slouch, They're going to, as Drew and Fowler are set to check back in. But if we aren't careful, they'll sneak up and.
No, you can't let teams hang around.
Yeah.
You just can't. We aren't counting missed layups, but I can tell you we've had 7 or 8 of them anyways.
Yes.
Speaking of 7 to 8, that kid has hit 7 out of 8. Number 22. Free throws.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be kind of like our Lindsey Wright, sort of a silent assassin. His points are going to sneak up on you. He's a good ball player.
Yes. And we don't have, and nobody's kind of got out there, and he's going to be, Fowler's going to be called for steps. So we don't have, Dylan's getting ready to check back in now. It's going to say we don't have anybody that wants to
handle the ball.
Yeah, and settle us down, stop us, and say, whoa. So
the lead 6, about halfway through this quarter. So these next 4 minutes, the Wildcats are going to have to make it happen.
Yes, and Rick saying that there's blood in the water here as it's like we're just letting them hang around. They've gone on a 9-0 run for this quarter. So
I think we've only scored 3 points this quarter, haven't we?
No, it was 23-10.
We've yet to score this quarter. So we have not scored a point.
And here we are. There's going to be J-Lo going in. He should be shooting 2.
We've got them in the double bonus now. They'll be shooting 2 every time they get fouled.
Yes. J-Lo at the line for 2.
Well,
rims out.
Still got the lid on the rim this quarter.
Yes. Second one is up, and that goes in and back out. So as they are quickly back down the floor. And there is a timeout from Coach Martin. Make sure to score 23-21, so we'll take it with them.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way. But when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Welcome back. We are sitting here talking off air there as the score has been trimmed. They're on an 11-0 run for this quarter. And Wayne, what was that you were saying?
Even with 2 fouls, I think you got to go back and put Silas back in there.
we've just got to.
I will say, this lineup is getting looks. They're just not finishing.
And there we go. First points of the quarter with 3:11 left. Fowler for 2 on the layup. But they.
So now I say, it's 3 minutes. Let's play 3 minutes.
Yes.
It's 2-0 right now on this 3 minutes, and let's finish some plays, step up the defensive pressure, and that's not what you want to do. Is to leave their big guy open for an open look.
Yeah, Coach tried to get a kind of a run and jump thing and on defense right there, and that just left. Somebody didn't rotate like we needed to. And there is Dylan trying to finish, and he knocks that down there as he's going to possibly take over. But they run that, I forget what that break is called, but they are 2-3 passes down the floor, and then they're shooting layups.
Well, and, Coach took McDonald out, which is the only big body that we had out there now, and you see 22 taking over the game.
Yeah,
he's got 6 inches on everybody. He's got J-Lo playing low.
Yeah, and just flexed on everybody.
Yeah, now he's got McDonald coming back in.
He's got 17 points.
Really? Wow. 17 of their 25. So without him, they're out of this game. So it's going to be on number 3. It's going to be his second. But McDonald is set to check back in. Like you were saying, Vinny, Dylan knocks down the first one for Lowhorn.
I don't know what defense they're going to be running, but I'd be tempted to put Cole on 22 and just shadow him.
Yes.
And shut him down.
Next one is up and good right there. So that's what you want to see. You've got a go up to the line, step up there and knock them down. And there's great hands. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness gracious. So he's going to be shooting 2.
They call that every single time, this crew.
So Coach is having a conversation with Mr. Carr down here. And
ouch.
And
he missed that by 3 feet.
Somebody opened up a door. That's what I tell everybody.
He's laughing about it, so we can laugh with him.
A wood ball, as Rick would say, a wood ball on the free throw line.
Yeah.
That foul was on
number 20.
It's on Clow. There's a 3-point shot taken by Drew, and he knocks that one down right there.
Timely spot for that shot.
Absolutely. Absolutely a Monterey Foods 3-pointer there by Drew Sorkin Holcomb. So as they are at 1:29.
And they are in a man.
So
they've got a.
There's a great hands there by Dylan with the steal.
All the way.
Yes. And one.
Wow. Good body control there by Dylan on that finish.
Yes. He just got hit in the face, and
I like the way Monterey responded after that timeout. That's
absolutely
good coaching on Linus's part to get his players over there, talk about the importance of this time, and it's good to see them come out and respond for him.
Yeah, this coach is wanting to push off, so I almost bet it's about to be called as soon as Dylan has it again. And there's McDonald with the follow.
Nice
there
follow.
We go.
Nice follow.
Great. So this press right here has hurt, and unfortunately McDonald's a half step late and gets a foul called on him.
That's going to have them shooting 2.
So as they are going to the line to shoot 2. Let's see, we are on a...
He's the one that shot the wood ball last time,
Yes.
so it might be a good person to have on the line. Oh, he stepped up and redeemed himself there.
So as They had 3 that just checked in. And what you were talking about a minute ago, Vinny, was they had, and that should be over the back. I don't know how that's not. And then he's going to call that. He called a jump ball. Wow.
That's his first jump ball tonight. All right. Good to see.
Wow. I don't know how. But we'll take it. We get the ball, and we are under a minute.
I'd work the ball, and let's get a last shot here and take this 10-point lead, add to it, and get to the locker room.
Yes. And there's Dylan trying to create, trying to do something. And
if you drive on this crew, they'll call something on somebody.
Oh, yeah. 22.
Although, I don't know how much I like, forcing the ball there and getting the free throw. I kind of, try to limit the possessions. And
yeah, we've got Dylan set to, or he hits the first one.
But I will say our press has been working good, and, we might get another turnover out of it.
Absolutely.
So they could prove me wrong. I'm a little conservative on some of those plays from time to time.
And we're battling, just we don't need to pick up a foul. But 75 feet from the floor.
Good play, though. Buckhole.
What's the whistle there? That was an awful late call.
Whoa.
That call was made about 5 or 6 seconds after the play.
Holy cow.
All the way, making the call all the way from the other side of the floor. And it's the crowd's really getting on the referee for that. It was a terrible call.
Holy cow.
So 24 didn't make any contact with the player, and
he just missed it. He missed that layup. And it's one thing.
And you got 2 referees right underneath the basket. He's all the way trailing, and his whistle was 3 seconds late.
Yeah. So as we are at 20 seconds left in this first half there. There's a 3 by Dylan, and he knocks that one down right there. Strut knocks that one down.
So after having the lid on the lid on the basket for the first 7 minutes of the quarter, Monterey put 11 on the board in the last 3 minutes and helped stretch their lead back out to 11.
So we are at halftime, and we're going to take a break with them.
Please stay tuned for Monterey Foods mid-game scores and highlights after a word from our sponsor.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we're a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Neighbors helping neighbors, that's what the VEC Customers Share Fund accomplishes. Participating customers round up their monthly bill to the nearest dollar. The extra money goes into a shared fund that supports Monterey High School sports and academics, as well as other community projects throughout the VEC area, making Monterey and surrounding communities an even better place to live. Make your change count today and sign up for the VEC Customers Share Program. At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We'll get to know you so we can give you the best personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, is a proud sponsor of Wildcat Sports. Located on Elmore Street, right next to the dollar store. You can call them today at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Monterey Drugs wishes the best for Monterey High School sports and academics. If you're looking Looking for honest, dependable, and experienced shop to have your vehicle repaired? Check out A1 Auto Repair just outside of Monterey on Highway 70. Bill and Kurt have the knowledge and experience to handle almost any auto repair need you may have. From wiper blades to major engine repair, they provide expert, reasonable solutions to keep your vehicles on the road. Go by there and see them today or call them at 931-839-3013. That's 931-839-3013. Go Wildcats! Absolute Fitness is the Upper Cumberland's premier fitness facility. Absolute Fitness has 2 floors and over 15,000 square feet. The upstairs boasts live fitness circuit machines and tons of cardio equipment. The downstairs has the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Locally owned by IFBB Pro Jen Facento and her husband Benny, it's a true hometown family gym. Whether you work out, tan, or enjoy a sauna, it's all one price. There's never sign-up fees or contracts. Absolute Fitness is located at 444 South Jefferson, across from Kroger. Call them today for more info at 931-526-2500.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handled your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434.
The Thornton Agency is an independent insurance agency representing over 20 companies. They're able to tailor the right plan to fit every need at the best possible rate. Their number one goal is to provide you quality professional service. Their mission is to build long-lasting relationships, not just mere policyholders. Come by and see Josh today at 418 East Broad Street, Suite 1D in Cookeville, Tennessee. You can give Josh a call at 931-252-4659. That's 931-252-4659. You'll be glad you did.
We are back. Welcome back to our Thornton Agency halftime. As we have scored, it is 41-29. End of the first quarter. Was it? It was 23-10, correct?
Yes, yep, 23-10.
So, where are we at? 18-19. They outscored us by a point, if my math is correct on that. As
yes, you're correct.
As we are 4 minutes left before.
You must be a math teacher.
No, absolutely not. I did. Had I not been a PE teacher, that was going to be my next one. But I failed to mention our second quarter sponsor, First Volunteer Bank of this game, as we are about to go on onto the third quarter, which is Absolute Fitness. Wayne, what you got as far as points, or what do you have?
Right now, Silas has 10. He's our leading scorer with 10. Number 3, Colin Fowler, has 7. Number 20, Weston Clow, has 6 with 2 threes. Number 10, Chandler Bowden, has 3. Drew Sorkin, number 23, has 3. Number 24, Cole McDonald, has 2. And number 5, Brandon Dillon, has 11. I'm sorry. So Brandon Dillon is actually the leading scorer. I forgot I got Brandon at the very bottom of my lineup here. But anyway, when we get to foul trouble, though, Silas Randolph has 2. Weston Clow has 1. Chandler Bowden has 2. Drew Sorkin has 2. Cole McDonald has 3. And Byron Borehouse has 2. Brendan Dillon has none. So if there's a positive in all that,
yes.
Brendan don't have a foul right now. So,
yeah. So
we're living on the edge there.
Yeah.
Shooting percentage real quick. On 2-pointers, we're shooting 47%. Free throws, we're knocking them down at 87%.
Nice.
That's very, very, very good.
Yes.
I can't see. The 3-pointers, yeah, we're 50%. Sorry. 50% for a 3. So our shooting percentages are actually pretty good overall.
Not bad. Not bad. Once we picked it up, with 3 minutes or so left in that, thank you, sir. As we, once we picked it up, we can't afford to go 5-ish minutes without doing anything.
Well, do you think it was the lead? You think we jumped out, got too big, and kind of
and then just
started going through the motions?
And then the foul trouble definitely didn't help, because when we had those that were in, we were we had that lead. So thankfully we had the 13-point lead, and then we started playing. Going, after that 3 minutes or so left in that second quarter. So we are about to get going with this third quarter, as we like to say, or with the Thornton Agency halftime. I will say this, and this is me, and I'll speak up for everybody here. I apologize for getting a little animated. If you are watching and or listening, or one or the other, that foul that was called on McDonald was called 3 to 5 seconds after the fact from the official that came from back court, and we have been told, unfortunately, by the AD that we've got to keep it down, and so I apologize to our listeners and to you guys up here, as I seen walking around telling others, but it's one of those that, as an official, you've got to turn a deaf ear to everything. It's not like any of us cursed him or did anything, in my opinion. We didn't agree with it, and it's almost one of those. It's a bit unfair, in my opinion, to say, hey, they've got to knock it off or they're out of here, or that fans got to go after. They've paid money to come and sit and enjoy this ball game. And to me, it's one of those, you either you do it, I don't know, but I'll stop and I'll behave and try not to comment more on as far as on the referees. But, when the last thing I'll say on this is, if you do it, if you call it either consistent bad or consistent good, nobody knows that you're out there.
Do you think he's calling it because he thought the other two didn't? I mean, that's one of those where, like, you get to at halftime, you go in and say, "Hey, you guys missed that call, maybe."
Absolutely,
do it that way, not.
Absolutely, but we are back to live action here, and our Absolute Fitness third quarter. On the floor for your Wildcats is going to be Fowler, Dillon, Borhaus, Bowden, and Randolph. So back to our starting lineup. So hopefully we can stay out of foul trouble as they are moving it around. Bledsoe County's ball, and they kick it over to number 5. And great defense there by Randolph as no foul is called. So that's great. So Bowden is bringing it back across the timeline as we are. Vinny, we were talking that we were outscored by 1 point in that second quarter, excuse me.
But that was a real accomplishment, because the last 3 minutes we scored all our points. I think we outscored them 11-2 or something in that last 3 minutes. So it was nice to see after that timeout where Coach called that they came through. So, even though we came out a little behind on that quarter, it could have been a lot worse.
Right, yes. So ball gets kicked out of bounds, or actually it was a cross-court pass, and then it goes off a referee and out of bounds. So,
well, I hope we've got a big X on number 22 because the whole thing's coming through him.
Yes, and there's great defense there by Randolph.
And you see how much harder it is for him to get those shots off when Silas is in there guarding.
Yes. And there.
That should have been a travel the way he was.
Also, I liked how Silas went straight up.
Absolutely. Yep. So there's Bowden with the board.
But I'll tell you, if Silas was in this game playing like he did early last year, he would have had 32 fouls.
Yes.
You know, so
yes.
he's doing a great job to maintain his composure and.
Yes. So as we have a foul that was called on number 10 for Bledsoe County. We bring the ball back across the timeline there. And that goes over to, almost had a turnover there. Ball is to Randolph, back to Dillon. We're not doing what Coach wants us to do right now. And there's...
we got 2 minutes gone, and the lid's on the basket, but it's for both teams this time.
Yes.
Nice up and under move by the hammer.
Up and under. So we are... And I agree with what you were saying as far as we're back on defense here with Randolph and Borjas there a second ago, and then Dillon on that, or not Dillon, Bowden on that back line there. That definitely hurts number 22.
It does. It just makes him have to work a lot harder.
So there's a turnover.
Still nice finish.
There's a turnover, and he goes down and scores that one there.
So 2 points for each team. 3 minutes gone in the quarter. And that's a good look, and that's an automatic 2 right there.
Yes. So as we're just going to keep trading, it's almost like a heavyweight fight, just trading blows back and forth, back and forth.
And we can afford to do that with that nice run now. You know, it's that's a travel. We took about. Well, I'll tell you, this ref down here on the corner, I mean, he made the right call there, but he is way late on his whistle. Yes. I mean, he makes his calls 2 or 3 seconds after they need to be made.
Yes, and you weren't back down here, but at halftime we were told we've got to be easy on them, or that'll be it for the night. So. And there's Fowler with a 3-point.
Well, I saw him walk over to the SRO officer and make a little plea for help, I think, halfway through on his way out. But that's okay. I mean, we can put the heat on him, and, you know, he straightens out his calls and don't give us a reason to yell at him.
There you go. That's over the back, but no call on that. Randolph with the board.
But don't mind, he could call it right now. He might call the foul right now.
Dillon setting the offense now, which is what we missed at the beginning of that second quarter also, because we were he's got to count. He doesn't know it. We've got a timeout that is called on the floor from Coach Martin, so we're going to take that one with him. We'll be right back.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Welcome back. We are at 3:51 left in this third quarter as Coach didn't like something down there, called a timeout. On the floor, still the same 5 that started this half and started the game, actually. We are about to inbound the ball. That's Bowden about to inbound it to Dillon in the backcourt. And brings it to the front court. But, yeah, I don't think there's anybody. There's inside there to Randolph again. Up and under. And there's Borjas battling. Comes down with it. And there's Bowden taking it, and there's a timeout that's going to be taken by Coach Martin. 30-second again right there. We'll be right back.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Welcome back. That was had to take a quick time out there as not much was going on. Had a just kind of batting the ball around a little bit. We got a little sloppy there that last minute or so. So I think that's a great time out there by Coach Martin trying to get everybody settled down and get back going again.
Well, here we are where we were in the third quarter with, where we had scored nothing with 3:34 or so to play. Right now, from looking over at Wayne's cheat sheet, we had 41 at the start of the quarter, and it's 45, and they had 29. So there's not much been happening. And there's a three-point shot from Fowler, and he knocked it down.
A Monterey Foods three-pointer there by Fowler.
So if they can respond after the timeout like they did in the second quarter, that should be a travel. He's laying down. There it is.
Thank you.
Goodness gracious. He turned his ankle, I think, over there, so maybe
the boys are trying to help him up. He's sitting on the ball.
There we go.
Goes. He's limping a little bit, but he's okay.
And, Fowler had good defense on him. He was wide and just moving his feet all the way down the court with it.
Yes.
Sure was,
and then fouling.
So as we are at 3:18 left in this third quarter.
But we got hot in that second quarter with about this much time to play, and had coming off the three-pointer, and
that's a missed call. He's laying all over him right there. So we have a turnover right there. 3:04 left. And that goes.
Should be Monterey ball. Oh, I guess I don't see our players arguing about it, but it looked to me that's the second time that I thought it was off opposing player.
Yeah. So they put up
Good
a
job,
runner there. Yes, great defense.
Boras, a nice quick outlet pass.
Absolutely. And way to run the floor.
Yes, sir.
That's how you do it right there. That's how you do it.
Come right back out into the press after the made basket.
And then we're going to have a foul called right across the way from us on Borjas.
That'll be his third.
Yep. So as we were talking like in the girls' game, you just got to keep that pressure on. If we can get out of here and no foul trouble or anything.
When your defense is giving up points, you just got to match them. And
yes, great rotation. Great rotation there.
Good finish.
Why wasn't that a foul?
Right back into the press and the steal.
And we've got a foul on the backside there. He calls it on three.
So giving credit to the coach, his team's responding coming out of his timeouts.
Yes.
That timeout was with 3:34. We were at about 45 points. We've come out of that timeout. A little over a minute of play. About seven points after that timeout. So
short on the first one there. Fowler's at the line for the second. And knocks that one down. So
back in the press. We've had a lot of success here, and there's another steal.
There we go.
They're really struggling. Wayne, what's going on here with this press?
Hey, and coach is going to take hold that thought there, Wayne. So we're going
after the break.
Yeah, we're going to take a break.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
I was over here asleep. Sorry about that. Welcome back, everybody. 2:14 left. Vinny, what were you saying a second ago?
Let's let Wayne break down what the boys doing here on the press that's being so successful.
Well, they're attacking in the corners. They're double teaming them. In that instance, Chandler was only probably 10 to 15 foot away from him. All he's doing is reading that guy's face, reading his eyes, because there's no one that's coming to help these guys when they get trapped either.
Well, surprisingly, they backed out of it, and they're going to let Bledsoe bring the ball up off the half court, and Chandler's going to pick him up. He crossed the line.
So let him bring it across, then kind of do a little run and jump. There's Fowler after he gets tipped from Randolph. And see, that's where I'll speak on Silas there. You know, he gets frustrated because there's no over-the-back call on his end. And then, he tips it back out, then Dylan gets it. And so, it's one of those where it's hard because to not get frustrated because this is happening to you, but on the other end.
Yeah, they're not calling it both ways.
Yeah. So number 20 misses. He misses that one. So 22 checks out Tharp there. And I don't know if he's done much, knock on wood, this second half.
None.
So.
No, Bledsoe's only scored 3 points this quarter.
Well.
So, where 22 had that big solid second quarter, helped push them. But Monterey's done a good job on the defensive end, shutting that down. That was a good look by Dylan.
That was.
A lot of hands in there, but it was a good look.
I mean, he's hanging all over him. I don't know why something. There we go. We finally got it.
Foul number 12, Anderson, his second.
It's going to be on number 12, Anderson, his second. Team third. So with 1:20 left in this third quarter, we have stretched that lead out to 23 currently. And that's what you want to see every single time until
they stop it.
Till they stop it. That went from Dylan to Fowler in the corner.
Well, after all that success in the press, I'm surprised to see Coach back out of it. I mean, it's only 15-point lead and giving Bledsoe a chance to get the ball over the court and get in their offense after they couldn't get the ball past the free throw line.
Yeah. So they finally, that's what, number 5, points 4 and 5 for them for this quarter?
Yeah, they were at 29 at the start of the half. That's called a travel, but he got tripped.
So there's a turnover, unfortunately. You got Cloud that's...
Well, what you don't want to have happen here is after the lid was on him for the whole quarter is just... let them back in, and a three-pointer brings it to 10.
Yes, so you've got 3 that just came in. McDonald, Sorkin, Holcomb, and Cloud just came in. So it gives, let's see.
Oh, yeah, he read it. Cloud there. And,
he's got, speaking of talking about reading things, he's read a bunch of good things defensively on tonight.
And now they're back in the press. That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah, they trapped the corner.
So as they are breaking it, there's a quick 3, short on that, and got 5 seconds. We're about to end this third quarter. There's Randolph pulling a. That was almost good.
Just
but
about.
No good on that. So that's going to end our third quarter. So we're going to take us a little break.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042. Absolute Fitness is the Upper Cumberland's premier fitness facility. Absolute Fitness has 2 floors and over 15,000 square feet. The upstairs boasts live fitness circuit machines and tons of cardio equipment. The downstairs has the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Locally owned by IFBB Pro Jen Facento and her husband Vinny, it's a true hometown family gym. Whether you work out, tan, or enjoy a sauna, it's all one price. There's never sign-up fees or contracts. Absolute Fitness is located at 444 South Jefferson, across from Kroger. Call them today for more info at 931-526-2500.
Welcome back live. We are in our 4th quarter, which is Larry Wiley, sponsored by Larry Wiley. On the floor for your Wildcats, you've got McDonald, Bowden, Clow, Sorkin, Holcomb, and Randolph.
So we're looking at Wayne's scorecard there. It was an 18-5 quarter win for the Wildcats in that third quarter.
Good job.
Yeah, that was definitely a lot better than how the even though I'm not sure. I think it was by a point, Wayne? Is that what we decided? We lost that third quarter by a point. There's a great dish from Bowden over to McDonald for a layup.
Well, I think I remember from our pregame stats that, they were giving up 53 or 55 a game,
yes.
And we're already at 61. So it's a good offensive put out.
Yes, as they turn around and score.
And, with them having it 36, I think they were averaging 53 a game or something. We're doing a good job on the defensive side.
That's what I was going to look back at real quick. They have averaged 53 and given up 55.
Yeah.
So we're averaging 54 points on offense and allowing 54 points on defense. So we're holding them over.
We're holding them below our average, and we're above our average in the third quarter. So
yes,
and that was with not scoring anything for the first 5 minutes of the second quarter. So
Lowhorn has entered the game, maybe for the first time this half.
From that timeout with 3 minutes to play in the second quarter till now, that coach has got them playing well.
So a late whistle, but we'll take it because that's going to be on them.
With that earlier 3 by Silas, is at 21 now.
Good half, and he didn't play the second quarter.
No. So that's a pretty good night right there. And there's Randolph. Tried to make something happen. There's a great offensive board there by McDonald. And Lowhorn taking it in and gets his first points, I think, on the night right there.
I think so.
Mm-hmm. It's a great take and great finish right there as he comes in.
So that stretches the lead to 30.
Here's a great play by McDonald, and here's
same thing I'll say for the boys. I think they just need to keep the hammer down.
Absolutely.
Wait till about 3 minutes to play, and go ahead and empty the bench and enjoy the win.
Absolutely, because in less than 24 hours,
we got another ball game.
We'll be right back here. So that's a N1 there.
Remind me who we have tomorrow night again.
Red Boiling Springs.
Red Boiling Springs.
So what was a district game is not a district game now. And an old-fashioned 3-point Monterey Foods 3-point play.
It was a really nice defensive effort in that third quarter, and that press was working well, and the trap was working. And
there's a floater, and there's Randolph.
Looks like he got poked in the eye.
Randolph is getting beat up down here. Finally, we got an and one, and that's going to be on Drew.
I think I'd go ahead and bring Silas out and
He may be.
give him some applause. He's had a great night, and let him rest up for tomorrow night.
Absolutely. So I'm with you unless they can.
Well, with 31-point lead with 5 to play, we should be able to hold it.
Yes.
That's just his third point this quarter. This half.
This half right there.
Yeah, we shut him down.
So this is what we want to see. This is what we were hoping to see from the girls. There's a great pass by Lowhorn there. Cloud for 3. He knocks it down. Gave him too much time right there. The sniper.
Is that his fourth 3-pointer?
Third.
The sniper with 3 3-pointers. There's a 3-point trying to match it. And there's should have been off the back, but I'm trying to be good. And we have a steal, so Lowhorn's going to bring it across the timeline. Gets a screen from almost got a screen there. Kind of faked us all out. He's going to give it to him again. Heat check. There we go.
Knock it down.
There we go.
3.
3 more for the sniper. Monterey Foods 3-pointer right there. And good gracious. So finally, a whistle has been blown. And he caught.
What's our highest scoring out point this year? I think with 75, we've got to be getting probably close to our best offensive performance of the season.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure, but he just called that on Drew. Wow. So that's his 4th. And we have a running clock now. Man. And there's going to be an and one, an old-fashioned 3-point play as Lowhorn's going to pick up a foul right there.
Good point, number 10, Clark. Number 22, Lowhorn. Let's move.
So short on that one, and he ends up throwing that out of bounds. So we get the ball there.
Thomas back in for the Warriors. Number 1, Ben Graham, taking the Warriors.
Got a little noise coming from the student section here.
As Logan Sparks is set to check in on the next dead ball.
I think you'll see Coach start subbing in and giving the bench players an opportunity to get a look at the floor.
Yes. So as Bledsoe County is swinging it around, moving it around.
I think they've got a couple of their bench players in too. Just
got a kick ball there. Got old Logan Sparks. Sparks is checked in for Borjas. The others that haven't played yet are moved on down the bench there.
Yeah.
There is a basket up and in, and coach for Bledsoe may be getting ready to do the same thing. Yes, Lowhorn's going to bring it across the timeline.
Well, looks like we'll get to see Nick in a little bit of action here,
yes.
Larry.
As Lowhorn swinging it around, there's 3 more.
Wow. Oh.
You got an offensive board there.
Lowhorn's going to jack one up. Missed it. Nice rebound by Clow.
He gets fouled, but no call, so I guess it's not a foul technically as Bledsoe is bringing it down. And another steal. I don't know how many he's got on the game tonight, but he's got to be close to double digits on steals there. And we have a timeout, and it may be going to take a full, so we're going to take one with him. We'll be right back.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way. But when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handles your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
Welcome back. We have 2 minutes left in this ball game, 2:15, as Coach Martin has got everybody checked in.
Who we got in there, Larry?
On the floor, we've got number 1, Logan Sparks. Number 4, Jake Ratchford. Jake the Snake. Number 2, as we call him, Nick Nugget Jones. 22 is J-Lo, and 15, Mason Gambrel.
Well, let's see if we can get these young kids on the varsity stat sheet here.
Yes. And he's called that. Oh, my goodness. That happened in a girls' game. It's a screen.
And he calls it a charge.
He calls it an offensive foul. I mean, that's the Iceman there as
Larry, has the Nugget had his first varsity points yet?
Last year, he did. He picked up 5, I think, in one game, but
he's still looking for the basket for this season. Huh?
Yes.
All right.
And his Nugget nickname actually came from Bledsoe County last year when we were down there, or 2 years ago, I believe it was, and.
They're hard into the scorer table there.
Wow. But their student section was how he ended up coming up with that. So we just kind of took it and ran with it. At first he was like, no. I said, oh, yeah, we're going to stick with that.
Stick.
So as Bledsoe County swinging it around there. And there's a steal by Jake the Snake.
A foul.
And we are at 38.1 seconds left.
He's shooting 1-1. That should put Lowhorn on the line.
That's going to be on the sideline there.
Oh, it's a sideline.
Yeah, it's just number 6. So as it is back in play with J-Lo.
All right, let's get somebody an open look here.
Moving it around. Inside to the.
There it is.
That's a good look.
And there we go. Knocked it down.
There we go.
There he goes.
No Nugget knocks him down to 3 right there.
The Nugget.
Knocks that one down. That's great ball movement as he is.
And that's a nice clutch thing. He'll be have a smile on his face on the way home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, early. Oh, my goodness.
He's going to go back and watch the game film. Say, Dad, let me see my 3.
Well, as that's going to be the end of that one, and makes your score 78-47. We're going to take a break, get our stats ready, and then we'll be right back.
Please stay tuned for the VE Customer Share Program wrap-up show as the broadcast team will recap game highlights and stats after a word from our sponsor.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we're a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Neighbors helping neighbors, that's what the VEC Customer Share Fund accomplishes. Participating customers round up their monthly bill to the nearest dollar. The extra money goes into a shared fund that supports Monterey High School sports and academics, as well as other community projects throughout the VEC area, making Monterey and surrounding communities an even better place to live. Make your change count today and sign up for the VEC Customer Share Program. At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We'll get to know you so we can give you the best personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, is a proud sponsor of Wildcat Sports. Located on Elmore Street, right next to the dollar store. You can call them today at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Monterey Drugs wishes the best for Monterey High School sports and academics. If you're looking for honest, dependable, and experienced shop to have your vehicle repaired, check out A1 Auto Repair just outside of Monterey on Highway 70. Bill and Kurt have the knowledge and experience to handle almost any auto repair need you may have. From wiper blades to major engine repair, they provide expert, reasonable solutions to keep your vehicles on the road. Go by there and see them today or call them at 931-839-3013. That's 931-839-3013. Go Wildcats! Absolute Fitness is the Upper Cumberland's premier fitness facility. Absolute Fitness has 2 floors and over 15,000 square feet. The upstairs boasts live fitness circuit machines and tons of cardio equipment. The downstairs has the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Locally owned by IFBB Pro Jen Facento and her husband Vinny, it's a true hometown family gym. Whether you work out, tan, or enjoy a sauna, it's all one price. There's never sign-up fees or contracts. Absolute Fitness is located at 444 South Jefferson, across from Kroger. Call them today for more info at 931-526-2500.
Sometimes the fastest way to sell your real estate is not necessarily the best way, but when the agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated in Cookeville handled your sale, the fastest is the best. United Country has a unique nationwide marketing system to offer your property to millions of potential buyers, and its experience assures you of professional service in every detail. So stop by and see one of our agents at United Country Holcomb Realty and Auction Incorporated today.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434.
The Thornton Agency is an independent insurance agency representing over 20 companies. They're able to tailor the right plan to fit every need at the best possible rate. Their number one goal is to provide you quality professional service. Their mission is to build long-lasting relationships, not just mere policyholders. Come by and see Josh today at 418 East Broad Street, Suite 1D in Cookeville, Tennessee. You can give Josh a call at 931-252-4659. That's 931-252-4659. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome back as we are about to wrap this one up tonight with a... Yeah, you better go. Vinny's gotten out of here, but we appreciate Vinny tonight. We'll cover stats real quick, and then we are going to call it a night. Wayne, what you got?
See, Vinny? All right, so we're going to finish this up real quick. It's just like the girls. There's a lot on the stat sheet. We're going to go with leading scorer will be Silas the Hammer Randolph. He ended up with 21. Number 3, Colin Fowler ended up with 11. Number 20, the Sniper Weston Claw ended up with 14. 4 of those being three-pointers. Number 10, Chandler Bowden ended up with 7. Number 23, Drew Sorkin with 6. Number 24, Cole McDonald with 2. Number 22, Jordan Lohorn with 2. Number 12, Byron Borjas didn't score, but he made his presence known down low. Number 5, Brandon Dillon. with 11, and number 2, Nick Nugget Jones with a 3. And that's what we got for Monterey going 2-0 tonight against Bledsoe County
that's
in
awesome.
district play.
Awesome. So real quick, second half stats. From the floor, 51%. From the free throw line, 50%. Three-pointer, 56%. So for the game, we were at, 47% from the floor, 75% from the three. I believe that has got us right there. So, like you had mentioned, Wayne, great 2 wins. It's been a long time since that's happened.
It's been a long time, yes.
It's great to pick them up at home. So, as we wrap this one up tonight, what you got anything else, Wayne?
We'll be here tomorrow night against Red Bull and Springs. So
yes. If you can make it, great. If not, we'll be on here probably between 5 and 5:30, give or take, depending on, I guess, whatever time we all get here. And so everybody, just we appreciate everybody that's checked in tonight, that's got on the chat, as Rick and Weston's grandpa over here talking about stats. I believe it is Tommy as they're going over stuff. I'm sure he'll be here again tomorrow night as our boys are coming out. But as we wrap this one up, Wayne, you got anything else? I know I just asked you that.
I think we're good.
All right, so for Wayne the Beard Brown, Vinny Facento, Rick McNeil, Tommy Williams, Christy Jones on camera, this is Larry Jones for Monterey Sports Network. We're going to sign off, and we are out of here for the night. Everybody have a great night. See you.